Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to PrepFusion. So till this point we were studying about single variable function. We studied about limit, continuity, differentiability, maxima, minima, all those points we studied, but they were single variable function only. There was only one variable which was x. Y was a function of x. So that was a single variable function. In this video we need to study about multivariable function. It could be two variable function, three variable function, four variable function, whatever it is. So till this point what we studied? We studied that there was a function of x such that let's just say x square plus 4 and we used to call it y. So there was a function of x which we used to call y. So y was nothing but x square plus 4. So what we used to do, that we used to say that at x equals to 1 y will take the value 1 square plus 4, that will be 5. At x equals to minus 2 y will take the value minus 2 square plus 4, 8, right? So in that manner, who is the variable here? X is the variable, no? X is the variable. And this guy is dependent. Are you able to understand this point? That means if x is 1, then there is no other value than 5 that y can take. If x is 1, then y can take only one value, that is 5. If x is minus 2, then y can take only one value, which is 8. So x is the variable value. I can vary the value of x. Based on that, I will get the value of y. And this kind of graph we used to get. That based on the value of x, I will get a value of y. So that means there is only one variable. Someone would say that sir, here y is also variable, x is also variable. No, there is only one variable. Only x is variable. If I vary the value of x, based on the value of x, I will get the value of y. And this was, y was nothing but a function of x. So it was a one variable function. For this, if someone would ask continuity, differentiability, all those points we will be able to comment, right? If they ask the limit, then also we will be able to comment. If they ask about the maxima, minima, everything we would be able to comment. So functions of single variable we have studied in a great manner. This time now we need to study about function of two variable, three variable, that means multivariable function we need to study. So let's just consider a new function z. It is not a function z. We are considering z equals to nothing but x square plus y square, where x and y are two independent variable. X and y are two independent variable. What does that mean? Two independent variable. What does that mean? That means that if x says that I am taking value 1, then y will say I don't care. If x is saying that I am taking value 1, then y will say that I can take any value, and x will also say that you can take any value. That means x and y are independent to each other. If x is taking value 1, let's just say y is also taking value 1, then what will be the value of z? Value of z will be 2. So if x says I am 1, y says I am 1, then z has to be 2. So z is a function of x and y. Is that clear to you? Z is a function of x and y. X can take value independently, y can take value independently. Now what will happen? X will say that I will take value 0, y will say that I will take value 2. Then what will be the value of z? Z will have to be 4. X will say that I will take value minus 2, y will say that I will take value 3. What will be the value of z? 9 plus 4, 13. Is that understandable to you? And how the graph would look like? Graph would be in 3D, no? Because there are 3 axes we need to make. Graph will be in 3D. Sir, how we will draw the graph? That also I will tell you, but have some patience. Okay. So let's just say this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your z-axis. Okay. So let's try plotting this point. They are saying that x equals to 1 and y also equals to 1. So when x and y both are 1, what does that mean? At this point x is 1. At this point x is 1, then y is also 1. When x and y both are 1, then the value of z came out to be 2. So this is the point 1, 1, 2. Are you able to understand this point? Value of x is 1, value of y is also 1. So when x is 1, y is 1, y is 1, x is 1, then the value of z came out to be 2. This is z equals to 2. This is z equals to 2. This is nothing but z equals to 2. Here it is nothing but z equals to 2. Z equals to 2. When x is 0, y is 2. X is 0. X 0 means here. Y equals to 2 means here. When x is 0, y is 2, then value of z is 4. Then the value of z is nothing but 4. When x is 0, y is 2, then the value of z is 4. That means this point. X is 0, y is 2, z is 4. So there will be a lot of points like that. When you join those points, you will get some curve. Sir, what kind of curve we will get? That we will see. Okay. What kind of curve we will get? What kind of 3D structure we will get? That we will see. But as of now, I hope you are understanding the meaning of function of two variable. That x and y will be varying based on the value of x and y. Z will be taking some value. So z is a function of x comma y. Z is not a variable here. X and y are the variable. Z is depending on x and y. So z is a function of x and y, where x and y are the variables. And based on this particular scenario, we will get some graph. What kind of graph we will get? Let's try to plot that graph. So what we need to do? We need to plot z equals to, what we need to plot? Z equals to x square plus y square. First of all, looking at this equation, can you let me know one thing? That I am saying that z will be always greater than 0. Do you agree to this point? I am saying that z will be always positive. Do you agree to this point? Do you agree to this point or not? Can you ever make z as negative? Can you make z equals to minus 1? For the real values, I am saying that x and y both belongs to R. X and y both belongs to R. So for the real values of x and y, can you make z equals to minus 1? Absolutely not. Z will always have to be real only. Is that understandable to you or not? Yes sir, it has to be real only because there is no other possibility. Z has to be real only and z has to be positive only. It has to be a positive real number. Why is that so? Because sir, x square, that will be a positive value, y square will also be positive value, so z has to be positive only. That means for negative z, there will not be any graph. This is the positive value of z. Where will be the negative value of z? Negative value of z would be somewhere downward. So here there will not be any graph. Are you able to understand this point? Since x is greater than 0, since x square is greater than 0, y square is greater than 0, then for sure z will be greater than 0 only. So the graph will be made in this much of portion. Is that clear too? Now let's try making the graph. What I will do? I will fix the value of z. Let's just say, let I am taking z equals to 0. Let z equals to 0. So what I will be getting? 0 equals to x square plus y square. Now what is this? It is a circle of radius 0. Circle of radius 0. And what is the meaning of z equals to 0? Where will be z equals to 0? Z equals to 0 will be here. That means xy plane. On xy plane, z equals to 0 means nothing but xy plane. On this particular point, when x is 1 and y is 2, what is the value of z? On this plane, on this plane. The value of z is 0, no? Because in the z direction, we are not covering anything. So z equals to 0 means xy plane. What does that mean? That means you need to make a circle of 0 radius in xy plane. Circle of 0 radius means simply a point you need to make. Is that clear to you? You will slowly understand. Have some patience. Let z equals to 1. Let z equals to 1. So what you will be getting? Put z equals to 1 here. X square plus y square equals to 1. What is this? This is a circle of radius 1. That means what you need to do now? What you need to do? You need to make a circle of radius equals to 1. What you need to do? You need to make a circle of radius equals to 1 when z is 1. When z is 1, no? When z is 1, this is your z. When z is 1, you need to make a circle of radius 1. You need to make a circle of radius 1. Similarly, when z is 2, what you will do? Let z is 2. When z is 2, what you need to do? You need to make a circle of radius under root 2, right? Circle of radius under root 2. Similarly, when z is 3, you will make a circle of, this is z equals to 2. When z is equals to 2, x square plus y square. That means a circle parallel to xy plane. You need to make a circle of radius under root 2 parallel to xy plane, because x square plus y square equals to 1. X square plus y square equals to 1. That means the value of x and y you need to take such that square and addition of both of them will give you 1. So it is a circle parallel to xy plane. Parallel to xy plane. Parallel to xy plane. Are you able to understand this point? It is a circle parallel to xy plane of radius 1. It is also a circle parallel to xy plane of radius under root 2. right? Similarly, for under root 3, you will get another circle. The size of circle will keep on going, and in that manner it will keep on increasing. In that manner it will keep on increasing. So when you join, and here as well, like we are taking only the integer value, no, z could also be 0.5 as well. Z could be 0.5 as well, right? So what you will put here? 0.5 x square plus y square. That means it will be having a radius of under root 0.5. So another circle will be here. So in that manner, a lot of circles would be there. Are you able to visualize this? Are you able to visualize this or not? A lot of circles would be there, and what kind of structure you will be getting? Eventually, a lot of these kind of circles would be there, and when I join them, this kind of structure I will be getting. A bowl type of shape I will be getting. And let's make those in a good manner. A bowl type of shape I will be getting. If you want to look it in 3D, I will show you in 3D as well. And in between, like circles, a lot of circles are there. In that manner, a bowl type of structure you will be getting. I hope you are able to understand. In that manner, it will keep on going. So this kind of structure you will be getting. Z equals to x square plus y square. Is that clear to you? It's this bowl type of structure. Now I am asking you one question. How you are sure that this line will be like parabola? Like let's see this structure, no? How you are sure that this line is like parabola? Like why it is not straight? Why this line is not straight? Why this line is not straight? Why it is like parabola only? Why it is like this? Why it is like parabola? Why it is like this? Why it is not straight? Because let's talk about zy plane. What is the meaning of zy plane? What is the meaning of zy plane? What is the meaning of zy plane? Zy plane means simply x equals to 0. Because on zy plane, x will be equals to 0. Right? If there is some point on this plane, then what is the value of x? X is 0. No, because you are not covering any distance on x. So zy plane means x equals to 0. If you put x equals to 0 here, what you are getting? Z equals to y square. So on zy plane, you will follow this equation. Z equals to y square. What does that mean? It has to be a parabola only. It has to be a parabola only. Okay. So this is, you are getting a bowl type of structure, a bowl kind of structure. And what this is known as? This is known as paraboloid. Okay, elliptical paraboloid. It is known as elliptical paraboloid. It is a standard structure. We will make a lot of structure like that, but as of now I just wanted to give you one intuition that this is how we are going to draw 3D graphs. Okay, this is a 3D graph. No, till this point we used to make 2D graph. It was fine. It was straightforward. Now in 3D graph you will have to think a bit. I will tell you 5 to 6 3D graph. Only from those 3D graphs only questions will be framed. That's my guarantee. If something is coming out of the box, then also you will be able to solve. That is also my guarantee. But are you able to understand this point? That how did we make the graph? In this manner, it will be difficult for us to make the graph. That's let's take one point and then z equals to 2. Let's plot it and then let's draw the graph. It will be difficult, right? You will not be able to see that what kind of structure you will be getting. So what I thought was, let's fix the value of z. Let's fix z equals to 0. That means it will make a circle of radius 0. Let's fix z equals to 1. That means it will make a circle of radius 1 parallel to xy plane. Let's fix z equals to 2. That means it will make a circle of radius under root 2 parallel to xy plane. Right? Because x square plus y square equals to under root 2 for z equals to 2. So this is, everything is going parallel to xy plane. All these circles that has been made, that is going parallel to xy plane. Is that clear to you? So this kind of 3D bowl structure you are getting. Okay. We are not having bowl as of now. Otherwise, like in this picture, it is completely clear what kind of bowl is there. So what it is known as elliptical paraboloid. Okay. Is that clear? More structures we will see, but not as of now. Later on we will see how to plot these kind of graphs. But as of now, only one graph I wanted to tell you so that you can understand what is the meaning of a two variable function. That x and y will be varying. Based on that, you will get a value of z. Z is a function of x comma y. X can take value independently, y can take value independently, and you will get a value of z. That means on this whole circle, that we have made, let's just say this circle is having a radius of under root 0.5. So on this whole circle, the value of x square plus y square is nothing but 0.5. On this whole circle, the value of x square plus y square is nothing but 0.5. On this whole circle, the value of x square plus y square is nothing but 2 only. Right? So these kind of circles will be there. When we join them, we will get this kind of structure. and it will go till infinity. Okay, it will go till infinity, it will keep on rising, because z can take any value, no, it will go till infinity. So when we join all these points, what we get a paraboloid. Okay, let's plot that domain of following functions. First of all, let me know, is it a function of two variable? Yes sir, it is a function of variable x and y. We need to plot the domain. First of all, they are saying that x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0. Along with that, we also know one thing, that whatever that is written inside ln, that has to be greater than 0. Not greater than equals to 0, it has to be greater than 0. Right? So what you are getting, x plus y less than 1. So you are getting this condition, x plus y less than 1. Along with that, you are getting x should be greater than 0, y should be greater than equals to 0. So let's plot it. Where it will be plotted? It will be plotted on 2D axis only. This is x, this is y. So first of all, what they are saying, that x should be greater than 0. That means only these values I need to take. Only these values I need to take. Then they are saying y is greater than 0. That means only these positive values I need to take. Y greater than 0, x greater than 0. That means this much we need to take. Right? After that, what they are saying? After that, what they are saying? They are saying x plus y less than 1. So whenever you need to make this kind of inequality, no, x plus y less than 1 or equals to 1 or greater than 1, what we need to do is that, first of all, just remove this less than sign. First make the graph of x plus y equals to 1. So can you make the graph of x plus y equals to 1? Yes sir, I can make the graph of x plus y equals to 1 very easily. This is the graph of x plus y equals to 1. At x equals to 0, y 1, at x equals to 1, y equals to 0. So this is the graph I need to make. This graph I have made. Now sir, what they have asked, x plus y should be less than 1. X plus y should be less than 1. So which region would we will be taking? This region or this region? So what you do is that you take any point here. You take any point in this region. Let's just say I take point 0, 0. I take point 0, 0 and I will put 0, 0 in this equation. 0, 0 I will put in this equation. So what we are getting? 0 less than 1. Is it correct? Yes sir, this point is correct. This inequality is correct. No, 0, 0 will be satisfying this condition. That means 0, 0 will be lying in the region. Are you able to understand this point? That means 0, 0 is satisfying this equation. 0, 0 is satisfying this equation. That means 0, 0 will be correct. It will be lying in the region. That means this much region will be accepted. This much region would be accepted. All this region would be accepted. Is that clear to you? So from here, all the region would be accepted. Let's just say, let's take some point out of this region. Let's just say this point is 0, 2. Right? X equals to 0, y equals to 2. Because this is x equals to 0, y equals to 1. So this point is x equals to 0, y equals to 2. So let's put 0, 2 here. So x equals to 0, y equals to 2. What you are getting? 2 less than 1. Is it correct? No. That means this 0, 2 will not be lying in the region. That means this is not our region. Are you able to understand this point? So 0, 2 will not be lying in the region. That means the region would be this much. Basically, I have drawn the graph x plus y equals to 1. Now I have two possibilities. Either the region would be this one or the region would be this one. I got to know that this cannot be the region. Why is that so? Because when I put some point in this region 0, 2, it is not satisfying the equation. It is not satisfying the inequality. But when I put this point, it is satisfying the inequality. That means all these will be accepted. This will not be accepted. Along with that, what they are saying? Along with that, they are saying that x should be greater than 0 and y should be greater than 0. That means only this much region will be accepted. No? Are you able to understand this point? Only this much region will be accepted. X should be greater than 0 and y should be greater than 0. Just think about it. X and y should be greater than 0. So negative values will not be accepted. These negative values will not be accepted. Only x greater than 0 and y greater than 0. Y greater than 0. What is the meaning of y greater than 0? Let's draw the graph of y greater than 0. Y greater than 0, this is what we need to draw. Right? Y greater than equals to 0, this is what we need to draw. So what I will do first? First I will draw the graph of y equals to 0. What is the graph of y equals to 0? The graph of y equals to 0 is nothing but x-axis. Because on the x-axis, the value of y is always 0. Y equals to 0 is nothing but x-axis. I hope you know it. Y equals to 0 is nothing but x-axis. Why is that so? Because on the x-axis, the value of y is 0. Now y greater than equals to 0. Y greater than equals to 0. So you put any point. Let's put 0, 2. In this equation, put 0, 2. So 2 greater than equals to 0. Yes, it is satisfying. That means all these regions will be accepted. All these regions would be accepted. All these regions would be accepted. Now, next what we need to do? This is acceptable. And let's put this point, minus 2, 0. Sorry, 0, minus 2. Let's put this point which is 0 comma minus 2. So if I put 0 comma minus 2 here, so minus 2 greater than equals to 0, is it correct? No. That means this point will not be accepted. So upper side will be accepted, lower side will not be accepted. I drew this line. I have two possibility, either the upper side or the downward side. I put the point in the downward side, not accepted. I put the point in the upper side, accepted. That means yeah, this is the region. Okay. Now next, what I need to do? I need to draw the graph of x greater than 0. I need to draw the graph of x greater than or equals to 0. So first what I will do? I will draw the graph of x equals to 0. What is the graph of x equals to 0? The graph of x equals to 0 is nothing but y-axis. The graph of x equals to 0 is nothing but y-axis. This is the graph, right? Y-axis is the graph. This is nothing but y-axis. Now I need to check the point. Let's take any point here. Let's just say this point is nothing but x equals to 2, y equals to 4. Just put this point here. X is 2. 2 greater than equals to 0. Is it acceptable? Yes. That means this much region will be accepted. This much region will be accepted. Let's put any point here. This point will be, let's just put this point. This point will be x equals to 3, y equals to minus 4. So 3 comma greater than 0, this will be accepted. Yes, this much region will be accepted. Let's put any point here. This point will be minus 3 comma minus 4. So if you put x equals to minus 3 here, minus 3 greater than equals to 0, not accepted. That means this much region will not be accepted. So what did you understand? What did you understand? Let's make another page here. What did I understand? That when I drew all these three conditions, first graph was x plus y equals to 1. The second graph was y equals to 0. And the third graph was x equals to 0. So here we said that this region would be accepted. Here we said that this region would be accepted. And here we said that this region would be accepted. Now think about it, which region is common? In all the conditions, which region is common? This region will be accepted? Yes, sir. This region will be accepted? Yes, sir. And this region will be accepted? Yes, sir. So only this much region is common, no? Say yes or no? So from now onwards, if x greater than 0 is given, y greater than 0 is given, you should not be thinking much. You should be able to tell that, sir, what is the meaning of x greater than 0? What is the meaning of y greater than 0? You should be able to draw these regions very easily. X greater than equals to 0, will you be able to draw? Yes, sir. X greater than equals to 0. This is my x-axis. This is my y-axis. That means positive value of x will be accepted. Positive value of y will be accepted. That means, sir, whatever the region is coming, I will only take the positive region. Now, sir, x plus y less than 1. X plus y less than 1. Less than 1 means, sir, this much region would be accepted. Downward region would be accepted. Downward, that means only this much is the common region which will be accepted. So, yeah, this is the domain. This is the domain of ln 1 minus x minus y. What did you understand? That means, what does that mean? That means when you draw the graph of ln 1 minus x minus y, no? When you draw the graph of ln 1 minus x minus y, let's just say this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis, then only in this much region the graph will be drawn. In which region? Only in this much region the graph will be drawn. This is your, what was this point? X equals to 0, y equals to 1. What was this point? X equals to 1, y equals to 0. So this is x equals to 1, y equals to 0, x equals to 0, y equals to 1. So only in this much region the graph will be drawn. Only in this much region. That means only in these many regions. Here some graph will be drawn. What kind of structure you will be getting, what kind of points you will have, that I don't know. What will be the structure? I don't know. But only in this much region the graph will be drawn. The graph would be anything. The structure of graph would be anything. I don't know what will be the structure of graph, but only in this much region the graph will be drawn. Is that clear? So this is the meaning of domain. What was the meaning of domain for ln x? That means, sir, for x greater than 0 only the graph will be drawn. No. So only for this much region the graph was drawn. So here the domain is somewhat different. We have got a particular region. That means you can take the values of x plus y only in this much range such that you will be able to get the graph. So you can go to any simulating software and you can see the graph of ln 1 minus x minus y. Along with that, you put this condition as well, that x greater than 0 you need to take, y greater than 0 you need to take. This is the condition that is not given in the question. I myself put this condition. Then you would see that they have drawn the graph only in this much region. They will not draw the graph here, here or here. Basically you will not see any value somewhat like this. That you will not see any value somewhat like this. That you will never see a point that x equals, they are taking x equals to 2, y equals to 3. These kind of points you will not see, because 2, 3 and all these will lie outside the region. So these points will never be there. These points will never be there. You will not find these points. Did you understand the meaning of domain here? And did you understand how to make these regions? Because when we study double integration, triple integration, these topics will be very, very, very important for you. Okay? These topics will be very, very, very important. So in this much region, the graph has been made. This is what they are saying. Is that clear to you? Okay. So similarly, draw the domain of this one. What he will say? Under root will say that value should be greater than or equals to 0. What does that mean? X square plus y square should be less than equals to 4. So what did I tell you? First of all, we will draw the graph of x square plus y square equals to 4. So let's draw the graph of x square plus y square equals to 4. That, sir, I can very easily draw. X square plus y square equals to 4. Sir, it is a joke for me. I can very easily draw the graph. This is the graph of x square plus y square equals to x equals to 2. Right, this is x, this is y. Now x square plus y square equals to 4, this we have drawn, but we need to check that whether the region will be inside or outside. Like when you draw any particular curve, let's just say this curve I have drawn, so I will have two regions, either this will be accepted or this region will be accepted, right? So which region will be accepted, that we need to check. So what we can do is that we can take any random point in between. Let's just take this point 0, 0. I will take the point of origin. So I will take this point 0, 0 and I will put in the equation. So what I will do, here I am putting 0, 0, so 0 square plus 0 square less than equals to 4. That means 0 is less than equals to 4. Is it acceptable? Yes, it is acceptable. That means the region inside will be accepted. So this whole region will be accepted. This whole region will be accepted. Say yes or no? Yes, that's it. This whole region will be accepted. Now someone will say that, sir, let's just put a point outside. Let's put a point. This point is 2, so this point will be 3, 0. Let's put 3, 0 here. Let's put 3, 0. In this equation, let's put 3, 0. So what is 3 square? That will be 9. 0 square. So 9 less than equals to 4. Is it acceptable? No. 9 is not less than equals to 4. No. So it is not acceptable. That means outside region will not be accepted. Inside region will be accepted. So this will be the domain. So what this is? This is the domain. This is the domain. This is the domain. What does that mean? That means when you draw the graph, when you draw the graph of this particular function, sir, what will be the graph of this particular function? That I don't know, although I know it. Okay, it will be a sphere. How it will be a sphere, that I will let you know. So when we draw the graph of this particular function, let's just say this is z, or you can call it a function of x, y, and let's just say this is x, this is y. So all the graphs, everything will be plotted. Everything will be plotted in this much range only. In this much range only. Basically, negative value of y will also be accepted. Y negative value will not be accepted. Negative value of y will also be accepted. Negative value of x will also be accepted. So whatever the graph we draw, on upper side, whatever the graph that we will be getting, whatever the structure we will be getting, I don't know whatever the structure we will get, but that will be there in this much region only. After that, it will not be defined. So the graph will be made in this much region. I can show you the graph. This kind of graph you will be getting. So you can see that here, this is a circle of radius, no? So everything is made upper side and downward side. Nothing is outside this. Nothing is outside this. Okay. So actually, this is a sphere of. This is the equation of a sphere. I will let you know why this is the equation of sphere. We will draw the graph. But as of now, I am just telling you the meaning. That in this much region, only in this much region, everything will be made. Is that clear to you? In this much region, the things will be made. Upper side, downward side, how it will look, that we don't know. Okay, I hope the notes are not looking too bad. Yeah, it is fine. Here also it is fine. Yeah. Understandable. Let's go to the next one. Draw for this one. I guess this is the last. Yes. So what he will say? Y minus x square should be greater than 0. Greater than equals to 0. That means x square should be less than equals to y. X square should be less than equals to y. Right? And what he will say? X should be greater than y. So two equations we are getting. X square should be less than y and x greater than y. So first of all, our target is to draw y equals to x square and x equals to y. So this is our target, y equals to x square and x equals to y. This is our target to draw. This is x, this is y equals to x square, y equals to x square. This is the graph, y equals to x square and x equals to y and x equals to y. So first of all, we have drawn these two graphs. Now we will think about other points and all. So first of all, what they are saying, that x square should be less than equals to y. X square should be less than equals to y. That will be accepted. Let's take, shall we remove this one first? First, let's talk about x square less than equals to y. So here either this region will be accepted or the outside region will be accepted, right? This bowl kind of structure is there. Either this will be accepted or this particular region would be accepted. So let's take up any point. Let's take this point, which is x equals to 0 and y equals to 2. I will put x equals to 0 here and y equals to 2. Here I am putting x equals to 0 and y equals to 2. Is it acceptable? Yes, sir. That means this much region would be accepted. Inside region would be accepted. Sir, outside region would be accepted or not? You can take up any point. Let's take up this point. Or let's take up any point here, which is x equals to 3, y equals to 0. Put x equals to 3 here. 3 square will be 9, should be less than equals to 0. Is it acceptable? No. That means inside region will be accepted. Only you need to find out which region is accepted. This you don't even need to check. Okay. My intuition says that x square less than y, less than equals to y. That means y is greater. So I just took this point and I got to know that inside region would be accepted. Now who is the next guy? Who is the next guy? Next guy is the graph x equals to y. X equals to y. X equals to y. This is then next graph, which is x equals to y. First of all, you guys will let me know what will be this point and what will be this point. This point will be, sir, of course, 0, 0, 0. So basically I am asking where they are cutting. This is the point I am asking, that where both of the graphs are cutting. So where the both of the graphs are cutting, first graph is x equals to y, other graph is x square equals to y. So what you can get from here, x equals to y. So in place of y I can put x. So x square equals to x. From here what we are getting, x equals to 0 and x equals to 1. So they will cut at x equals to 0. When x is 0, what will be the value of y? Y will also be 0. When x is 1, the y will also be 1 only. So they are cutting at these points, right? Now next what we need to pick, what we need to see, x greater than y. The equation is x greater than y. So either this region will be accepted. Basically this graph we have drawn, either this region will be accepted or this region will be accepted. So let's put up any point. Let's put up this point only, 3, 0. Let's put 3, 0 here. X equals to 3 is greater than 0. Yes, that means the downward region will be accepted. Downward region would be accepted, right? So what this is saying, that downward region I will accept, and he is saying that upper region I will accept. He is saying downward region I will accept. What do you think, which is the common part? He is saying upper region I will accept. He is saying downward region I will accept. What is the common part here? Only common part is this much. Say yes or no. Only common part is this much. Did you understand this point? Why I am doing so much? I guess I can fill the color only. Only common part is this much. There you go. I could have made the notes better. I could have simply filled the color, I guess. ये लो. अच्छा, अब नहीं होगा. Just 1 second, guys. I can make the notes better. Okay, I will simply fill the color. No, why I did all these things. Look, this is the. Here it is fine. Let it be. Yeah, so this is the domain. Okay, so now the notes are looking a bit better. Yeah, fine. So this will be the domain. No, this will be the domain. Are you able to understand this point? Okay, upper side and downward side. What is the common part? This is the common part. So this will be the domain. So plotting the domain is clear to you or not? It will be helpful somewhere where it will be helpful, that we will see. In integral calculus, it will be helpful. All these points that whatever that we are studying, everything like making this structure and all, everything will be helpful in integral calculus. Okay. So is that clear? Is the domain thing clear? That sir, we will get two equations and then we will be able to make it. And what is the meaning of this domain? That sir, when you draw the 3D structure, no, the 3D structure will be made in this much area only. On XY plane, this much, in this much area only your 3D structure would be made. On XY plane, in this much area only your 3D structure would be made. So when we study integral calculus, very important point I am telling, okay? There like 99% of aspirants don't even understand integral calculus, still they solve the problem. So when we solve integral calculus problem, no, our matter of concern will always be the domain, not the graph, because 3D graph we will not be able to make, but domain is our matter of concern. That what is our domain? Okay, that on XY plane how it would look like, in 2D how it would look like, that will be our matter of consideration. If we are able to understand that much, then our job would be done. Is that understandable to you or not? Okay, so we will see that, have some patience, but let's plot some two variables function. So what is given? X plus y equals to 2 is given. X is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, and z can take the value from minus infinity to infinity. This is the scenario that is given. So let's make x, y and z axis. X, y and z axis. This is x, this is y and this is z. They are saying that x plus y has to be 2. X plus y has to be 2, which is this kind of line, right? X plus y equals to 2. This point will be 2 comma 0. Previously did I mess up something? No, fine. 0 comma 2. This will be 0 comma 2. This will be 2 comma 0. Another thing they are saying that x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. What does that mean? X is greater than 0. That means this much. And y is greater than 0. That means this much. So only in greater than 0 the graph will be accepted. So what I will do is that I will again redraw the graph. Again I will redraw this line. Which line? This line I will again redraw, and I will make sure one thing, that x greater than 0 and y greater than 0 only is accepted. That means only in the positive xy plane I will make this graph. Is that clear to you? Only in positive xy plane I am making the graph. Is that clear? Absolutely clear, sir. Next, what they are saying, z can take the value from minus infinity to infinity. That means for every value of z, x plus y should be equals to 2. What does that mean? When z is equals to 1, x plus y equals to 2 only. When z equals to 2, x plus y equals to 2 only. When z is equals to minus 1, x plus y equals to 2 only. When z equals to 100 by 3, then also x plus y equals to 2 only. So x plus y equals to 2. This is for z equals to 0 you have made, because you have made the graph in xy plane. No, this graph you have made, this particular graph you have made on xy plane. That means you have made for z equals to 0. For z equals to 1, where will be z equals to 1? This will be your z equals to 1. No. So for z equals to 1 as well, you need to make x plus y equals to, z equals to 1 means this plane. Z equals to 1 means this plane. In this plane, you will have to make x plus y equals to 2. That means that line will be parallel to this line for z equals to 2. So let's remove these for z equals to 2. For z equals to 3, for z equals to 4. So just try visualizing these kind of infinite lines would be there. No, for infinite values of z, these kind of infinite lines would be there. In negative axis as well, there will be infinite kind of these kind of infinite line would be there. So isn't it a plane? Isn't it a plane? It will be a plane. Say yes or no. Which will be going till infinity here, because z is going from minus infinity to infinity, and downward as well it will be going till infinity only. Till plus infinity it is going here, and till minus infinity it is going here. So just think about it, like just think about some xyz plane. Do I have another pen? Yes. So this is your xyz plane. If you are able to visualize xyz plane, so this is the z axis, this is your sum, this is your z axis, this you take y axis, this you take x axis. So between these two points I have drawn a line. Which line? This line I have drawn. In between I have drawn a line, and then this line is extended upward side, and this line is extended downward side as well. So somewhat this kind of sheet has been made, right? This kind of sheet has been made. A plane you can call it, or a sheet you can call it. X plus y equals to 2. X plus y equals to 2 for every value of z. X plus y equals to 2 for every value of z. x plus y equals to 2 for z equals to 1, z equals to 2, z equals to 0, z equals to minus 1, z equals to 1000, z equals to 2000, z equals to minus 2000, z equals to minus 2 lakh. For every value of z, x plus y equals to 2. So x plus y equals to 2, x plus y equals to 2, x plus y equals to 2. So x plus y equals to 2, x plus y equals to 2, x plus y equals to 2 downward as well. So a sheet you will be getting. Are you able to understand this point? Are you able to visualize this sheet or not? Z-axis, x-axis, y-axis. The sheet is made somewhere here on x and y. This was for z equals to 0, for z equals to 1, for z equals to 2, z equals to 3. So a sheet is made like this, sheet is made like this, and downward as well the sheet is made like this. Sheet is made like this, downward as well the sheet is made like this. I hope you are able to understand that it is a sheet. Understandable? So this kind of graph you should be able to visualize. If you are not able to understand, then please rewatch it. I hope you will be able to get it. For every value of z, you need to make the graph of x plus y equals to 2. X plus y equals to 2 graph always will be made like this, x plus y equals to 2, but for different values of z. So upper side, downward side in that manner. Understandable? Let's make next graph. X square plus y square equals to z. This we have already made. X square plus y square equals to z. This we have already made. What we did? We took the value of let z equals to 0. What we got? X square plus y square equals to 0. Then we put z equals to 1. What we got? X square plus y square equals to 1. Then we put z equals to 2. X square plus y square equals to 2. So eventually what is happening? Okay. Sorry. This time they have said that z can go from 0 to 1 only. They have said that z can go from 0 to 1 only. So you can take up other things like z equals to 0.5 you can take. So x square plus y square equals to 0.5. Then z equals to 0.25 you can take. So x square plus y square equals to 0.25 and so on. Right. So this is x, this is y, and this is z. So initially x square plus y square equals to 0. Then x square plus y square equals to 0.5. X square plus y square equals to 0.5. Then x square plus y square equals to 0.25. So this is 0.25, then 0.5, 0.75, and then 1. In that manner, it will keep on going, right? This kind of bowl type of structure you will be getting, but this time we have made sure that the bowl goes till z equals to 1 only. From z equals to 0 to, this is your z equals to 0 to z equals to 1. Is that clear to you? Understandable? Okay. If I ask you what is the volume of this bowl, can you find out the volume? Can you find out the volume? No, you cannot find out the volume. Are you thinking it as a sphere? It is not a sphere. Okay, it is not a sphere. Sphere is x square plus y square plus z square equals to 4. Z square is there. Okay. I hope you are not taking it as a sphere. It is not a sphere. It is a bowl kind of structure. This is a parabola. Okay. Circle is like this. This is circle. And parabola is different. Both look same, but both are different. Okay. So we don't have any formula. Like I hope people will not be saying that sir 2 by 3 pi r cube. So value of r will be, here the radius is 1. So answer will be 2 by 3 pi. That would be wrong. Okay. Although all these things we will understand when we talk about integral calculus. But we are building up the basic building block of integral calculus. People will struggle in integral calculus, but they will never study these topics. They will directly study, okay, double integration is the area, triple integration is the volume. This is the worst possible concept that I have studied or heard from the students, that double integration would represent the area. No, double integration can represent the volume as well. When we do this thing, fx dot dx from a to b, don't we say that if fx is the graph between a to b, what do we do? What will be the answer? Area of this much, no? Right? What will be the answer of integration a to b fx dot dx? Area of this much. Right? I hope this much basic you know. So single integration is representing the area. So double integration can represent the volume as well. Are you able to understand this point? Single integration is representing the area. Someone would say that sir, it is a line integration. How it is a line integration? When it is representing an area. So this single integration sign means line integration. That is absolutely baseless. So we will talk about all those points. This integration will be very, very interesting. I'm telling you, the best integral calculus that you would study. But as of now, you guys need to focus on this particular part, that how to draw the 3D structure, how to visualize the 3D structure. If you are having decent enough visualization, no, then you will be able to solve most of the problems. Next, let's make, and yeah, here one more point was there, that why it was parabola, why this particular thing was parabola. Because sir, if you put x equals to 0, y square equals to z. If you put y equals to 0, x square equals to z. So if you are on this plane, then the equation that is followed is x square equals to z. And if you are on this plane, in which plane? If you are on this particular plane where x is equals to 0, then the equation is followed is y square equals to z. Right? So this is also parabola. This is also parabola only. So yes, parabolic structure we will get. What about this one? X square plus y square equals to z square, where z is going from -1 to 1. Can z take negative value here? Absolutely. Someone would say that sir, x square plus y square will give you positive value only. No? Yes, but here there is z square. So z square will also become positive. If z is taking negative value, then z square will become positive value. Are you able to understand this point? Let's just take z equals to 0. When I take z equals to 0, what does that mean? I will have to make a circle of radius 0. When I put z equals to 0.5, what does that mean? I will have to make a circle of radius 0.5. When I put z equals to -0.5, is that a problem for me? Absolutely not. X square plus y square equals to -0.5 square. So what? Yes, it is possible. -0.5 square will be plus to 0.25. Right? Z equals to 1 also I can take. That means I will have to make a circle of radius 1. Z equals to -1 also I can take. I will have to make a circle of radius -1. Understandable? Right? So positive and negative both will be accepted. This is z, this is x, and this is y. So x square plus y square equals to 0. For z equals to 0, x square plus y square equals to 0. That means here you will have to make a circle of radius 0. Then you will, when z is equals to 0.5, then you will have to make a circle of radius 0.5. Circle of radius 0.5. Circle of radius 0.5. Then you will have to make a circle of radius 1, or in that manner 0.75. You will have to make a circle of radius 0.75. Then you will have to make a radius of, then you will have to make a circle of radius 1, or 0.85, 0.95, 1. Maximum the circle of radius will go till 1. Similarly, the same scenario will take place downward as well. Similarly, the same scenario will take place downward as well. Right? The similar scenario will take place downward as well. The same scenario will take place downward as well. Because z equals to, when z is -0.5, then this is the scenario. When z is equals to -1, then this is the scenario. Z equals to -2.5, then this will be the scenario. So this kind of structure you will be getting. Now I will do one thing, and then I will ask you that why did I make this as a straight line? Why I am not making it as a parabola? Why it is like a straight line here? Downward as well I will make a straight line only. Why I am making it as a straight line but not a parabola this time? The structure is not looking that good. Let me make it look good. Till this point you think that why it is made as straight line but not parabola. Previously sir you made parabola, but now sir you are making a straight line. Why is that so, sir? In that manner other circles will also be there. In between a lot of circles will be there. Infinite circles will be there. Infinite circles will be there. Right? Infinite circles will be there in like that. Say yes or no. So if I want you to show, then this is how it will look like. Z square equals to x square plus y square. So I hope you are able to visualize. What is this? This is a cone, right? What is this? This is a cone. Cone. Why there is a straight line? Put z equals to 0. Sorry, put y equals to 0. Y equals to 0 means xz plane. On this plane, if I put y equals to 0, what I will be getting? X square equals to z square. That means x equals to plus minus z. So x equals to z will be one of the line, x equals to minus z will be one of the line. That means this is a linear relation, no? Linear relation. Previously, what was the scenario? Parabolic relation. Right? So usually I have seen people remembering that x square plus y square equals to z, then parabolic kind of structure we will get. If x square plus y square equals to z square, then we will get a cone or we will get a linear structure. No, you have the reasoning clear, right? Because on zy plane if I go, on zx plane if I go to know that y equals to 0. If I put y equals to 0, x equals to plus minus z, that means linear relation I am getting. Similarly here, if I go on this plane or I will put x equals to 0, then what I will get? Z square equals to y square, or I can say z equals to plus minus y. What does that mean? Z equals to plus minus y means, yes, again it is a linear relation. So that's why there is a linear graph. So what kind of structure you will be getting? This kind of structure you will be getting. Usually I have seen that people will make only for the positive graph, but similar thing could be there for the negative graph as well. But if I have just said that z is between 0 to 1, then you would only make the positive graph. But if it is said that z could be between minus 1 to 1, then you would make the negative graph as well. So what kind of structure you will be getting? Sir, this kind of structure we will be getting. Is that clear to you? Absolutely, sir, completely clear to us. Okay, so if you are able to draw the graph, then your most of the problems will be solved very easily. Otherwise it will be difficult. Now if I ask you the volume and all those things here, like if I ask you the triple integral dx dy dz, then very easily you will be able to calculate the volume, right? Simply you will apply the formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. You will not have to do any triple integration, take this limit, take the strip, nothing. If you are able to draw the graph, then within seconds you will be able to tell the answer. Yes sir, I have drawn the graph. What will be the radius here? Sir, this radius will be nothing but 1. What will be the radius here? This radius will be nothing but 1. What you are asking, sir? You are asking the volume. Volume upper side, volume downward side would be the same. Job done. Just calculate the volume here. What will be the answer? 1 by 3 pi r square. What will be the height here? How much height we have taken? We have gone till 1 only, no? Here the radius was 1 and height also we have gone till 1 only. So 1 by 3 pi. R square value is 1. So 1 by 3 pi, and downward as well the same scenario would be there. So answer would be 2 by 3 pi if they ask the volume of this particular thing. So in the examination they will mention x square plus y square plus z square equals to x square plus y square equals to z square, z going from minus 1 to 1. Calculate the value of dx, dy, dz for the volume V. People will apply the integration limit from here to here, this to this. Nothing we will apply. Z going from minus 1 to 1, this going from there. Nothing we will apply. Simply we will do one thing. We know the structure, volume of this added with the volume of this, answer is 2 by 3 pi. Is that clear to you? So I hope you are understanding that what base we are building up. We are building up the base for integral calculus, right? All good. Otherwise these problems become very difficult, very difficult. People will usually think that okay, if this kind of question is coming, we will drop it, and in the examination these kind of questions only will come. Okay, because even that educator would know, even the professor would know, no, that you are skipping it. That's why they would frame these kind of problems only. Let's go to the next one. X square plus y square plus z square equals to 4 square. Try thinking of it on your own. What you can do here? First of all, you will think that, sir, let's put z equals to 0. Yes, try it. If I put z equals to 0, what I will be getting? X square plus y square. Z equals to 0, I will put equals to 4 square. So when z equals to 0, you will have to make a circle of radius 4. When z equals to 1, when z is equals to 1, you will get a circle of 16 minus 1, 15 under root 15, right? When z equals to 2, x square plus y square under root 12. When z equals to 3, x square plus y square 16 minus 9 under root 7. And when z equals to 4, x square plus y square circle of radius 0. When z equals to 4.1 or when z equals to 5 or greater than 4 or 5, I am saying, what you will get? X square plus y square. This will become 16 minus 25 minus 9. Is it possible? Not possible. Not possible. That means the value of z, even if they did not mention, still you know that value of z could be there between 0 to 4, and in the negative direction as well it is possible, no? What I mean to say is that here whatever that I wrote down, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever that I wrote down, it could be plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, and plus minus 4. Whatever that I did for plus, the same I would get for negative as well. So what scenario I am getting? The scenario that I am getting is somewhat like this. This is your x, this is your y, this is your z. So x square plus y square equals to 4. Then x square plus y square equals to under root 15, which is a bit lesser. तो ये स्ट्रक्चर बनाना बड़ा डिफिकल्ट है 3D में. Then a bit lesser, right? Then under root 12 a bit more lesser. The radius is just going down and down, and then under root 7 more less. Right, and then finally 0 radius when z is equals to 4, right? So this kind of scenario we will be getting. This kind of a scenario we will be getting. And similarly downward as well. Similarly downward as well. Again it is looking like an egg shape, but actually it is a sphere. Okay, actually it is a sphere, not an egg shape. Okay, because here it is constant, no? 4 square, x square plus y square plus z square equals to 4 square. So this kind of sphere we will be getting. Basically any point you take on this sphere, any point you take, any point you take, any point you take, at every point what you will be getting, that your x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but at every point x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but 4 only, 4 square. X square plus y square plus z square is nothing but 4 square. So whatever that you got upper side, the same you got at downward side as well. I hope you are able to understand that this is how the circle radius is going down, and this kind of structure we will be getting. Is that clear? So this kind of sphere we will be getting in 3D. You are able to visualize sphere of radius a centered at origin. This was a cone which is symmetric about xy plane. Okay. So these are some standard structure which we need to make. Some more structure would be there, some more graphs would be there, that we will be able to understand when we study about integral calculus. There we will make more graphs as well. Okay, so this much part is completed. I hope you have enjoyed making the graphs. First of all was like, it was a simple thing. Just I wanted to tell you that how to get habitual with the 3D structure, right? We are habitual with the 2D structure. We make a lot of graph in 2D, but we should be habitual with the 3D as well now. Because usually when we say about 3D, people will say, okay, you have to visualize, but on paper as well it can come. My point was that on paper as well I can explain this is how 3D would look like, and if I am able to explain on paper, then surely you will be able to visualize. Otherwise I will keep on saying visualize, 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 you will never be able to visualize. But since I have made a lot of things on paper, I hope now your visualization is clear, that how this would be looking like, how this would be looking like, and how this would be looking like, and how they came, why this is a linear graph, why this is having some curvature, why it is parabolic, and why it is a sphere. So all these things are clear in your mind. Now you will be able to visualize a 3D structure in a better manner, right? And how they will look on xy plane, because that will be the most important part, that how they will look on xy plane. If I ask you, this particular structure is there, which is in 3D, on xy plane what they will look like? On xy plane you just need to take the projection. That means on xy plane it will look like x square plus y square equals to 4 square. On xy plane it will be x square plus y square equals to 4 square. That's it. It will be a circle on xy plane, right? In the integral calculus, again and again I will be asking only one thing, that limit of z we will put, then let me know the limit of x and y. For that what we will do, we will take the projection on xy plane, we will talk about. Here as well I will do the same thing. On xy plane how it will look like, we will take the projection of this, we will take the projection of this. So what will be the projection? If you just put a moon here, not a moon, if you just put a sun here, what will be the projection? Projection will be a circle, right? On xy plane projection will be a circle, and what will be the equation of that circle? The same equation that you are having here, that will be x square plus y square equals to 1 square, right? Because the limit of z is going from 0 to 1. So just we need to take the projection. Everywhere we will take the projection. When we talk about all these questions, no? So we will take the projection and our job would be done. Take the projection. Only we just need to see that in xy plane how it is looking like. Once we are able to understand on xy plane how it will look like, then our job would be done. So for that we need to have a good 3D visualization. Here also I will take the projection. On xy plane how it will look like. X square plus y square equals to 1. This is how it will look like. Understandable? So we will see all that, but as of now we are building up a good concept of integral calculus, right? Now we need to understand something about homogeneous function. What do you mean by homogeneous function? Have we studied about homogeneous equation, non-homogeneous equation? Yes, sir. But now we need to study about homogeneous function. So we will start with a question only, and through the question only we will understand what is the meaning of homogeneous function. Okay. So we will not read the definition. I will take up the first question and I will directly solve it, and you will understand the meaning of homogeneous function. So z is a function of x comma y, which is x square plus y square. Is it a homogeneous function or not? How will you check it? So our first one is z, which is a function of x comma y, which is x square plus y square. Is it homogeneous or not? How will you check it? Is it a homogeneous function or not? So for that what we will do, in place of x I need to put lambda x. In place of y I need to put lambda y, and I will define this function as z dash. So in place of x what I need to put? Lambda x. In place of y what I will put? Lambda y. What I am getting? Lambda square x square plus lambda square y square. What I can see? Lambda square I can take common, x square plus y square. Now what is this x square plus y square? X square plus y square is nothing but z only. So from here what do you see? Z dash is coming out to be lambda square z, or you can say f of lambda x comma lambda y is coming out to be lambda square. What was this? This was nothing but f of x comma y. So basically lambda to the power, when I did this thing, lambda to the power n is coming outside. If this is the scenario that you are getting, if this is the scenario you are getting, no, then you will say that areva. If this is the scenario you are getting, then you will say that f of x comma y is a homogeneous function of degree n, right? So here how much power was coming out? Lambda to the power 2 was coming out. So yes, it was a homogeneous function of degree 2. Whatever the power that comes out, that we need to check. So no shortcut method, nothing. We will follow this method only. Put lambda x, put lambda y, and see what power is coming out. And it is always not necessary that power would come out. Let's take the example C. Which example we are going to take? C example we are going to take. What was that example? That example was nothing but x square plus xy plus y. X square plus xy plus y. So what I am going to do, I am going to find out z dash. What is the meaning of z dash? In place of x, I will put lambda x. In place of x, I will put lambda x. In place of x, I will put lambda y. And here I will put lambda y. What I am getting? Lambda square x square, lambda square xy plus lambda y. Can you take out lambda? If you take out lambda square outside, what you will be getting? Sir, x square, first term as it is y square, but last term is coming out to be y by lambda. That means it cannot be written as lambda to the power n z. That means it is not a homogeneous function. Not homogeneous. Say yes or no. Right? It is always not necessary that everything would be homogeneous. So this was the example C. Let's take the example B. What was example B? Z equals to x square plus xy, x square plus xy, x square plus xy. What I will define? Z dash lambda square x square, lambda x dot lambda y. What you are getting? Lambda square, inside you will be left with x square xy, because lambda will become lambda square. So this is what you will be left with. What are you getting? Lambda square z. That means z square is coming out to be lambda square z. What does that mean? Yes sir, it is homogeneous of degree 2. What is the power here? Power is 2, no? So homogeneous of degree 2. Don't be smart in the examination, follow the process. Okay? I have seen a lot of people being smart and they will mess up in the degree. although they will understand it is a homogeneous function or not, but in the degree they will mess up. So don't be smart, follow the process. Put lambda x there. In the examination, use your pen and put lambda x. Don't do the calculation in your brain. So lambda square is coming out homogeneous of degree 2. I know you can do it, but in the examination only one question would be there, no? So let's not take the risk. Solve it on your own, give the answer. Solve it blindly without using the pen. What will be your answer? Without using the pen if you do. What's the answer? I need the answer. Quickly, very quickly. What is the answer? It is a homogeneous function of degree 1. Right? Wrong. It is a homogeneous function of degree 4. Because you did the calculation in your brain only. Right? So these kind of things happen sometimes. Z equals to, especially in the initial phase. What we need to do? Lambda cube x cube, lambda to the power 3, y to the power 3. Because in place of x I need to put lambda x. In place of y I need to put lambda y. So lambda cube x cube divided by lambda square x square plus lambda square y square. So what you are getting? Lambda to the power 6 x cube y cube. Then lambda to the power 2 outside x square plus y square. So eventually what you are getting? Lambda to the power 4 x cube y cube divided by x square plus y square. So lambda to the power 4, this is z. So your z dash is coming out to be lambda to the power 4 z. So yes, it is a homogeneous function of degree 4, and if you mess up the degree, then there is a problem. Okay, homogeneous function of a degree 4. So always take lambda to the power 3, lambda to the power 3, lambda to the power 6 divided by lambda to the power 2, so lambda to the power 4. Next, E. Solve it. A, B, C, D, E. Z equals to x square plus y square upon under root x plus under root y. X square plus y square upon under root x plus under root y. So what we need to put? Lambda square x square, lambda square y square, under root lambda x plus under root lambda y. Right? So what you will be getting? Lambda square x square plus y square, and here under root lambda under root x plus under root y. What is the answer you are getting? 2, this is 1 by 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. And then this is simply z only. So z dash is coming out to be lambda to the power 3 by 2 z. So it could be anything. This n would be integer. Okay. This n can be, n would be real number. It is not necessary to be the integer. It could be any real number. N belongs to real number. So what it is? It is a homogeneous function of degree 3 by 2. Degree 3 by 2. A, B, C, D, E, F. See this example. Let's simply copy it. So it is not a two variable function, it is a multivariable function, no? Here z is a function of x is there, y is there, v is there, w is there. So z is a function of 4 variables. So what? Same process we need to follow. The process remains the same only. Whatever the variable is there, no? In place of that variable, you simply put, in place of x you will put lambda x, so lambda square x square. In place of y you will put lambda y, so lambda square y square plus lambda plus ln. In place of v, what you will put? Lambda v. In place of w, what you will put? Lambda w. E to the power minus. In place of x, what you will put? Lambda x. In place of w, what you will put? Lambda cube. So what is happening here? This and this is getting cancelled out. This and this is getting cancelled out. This and this is getting cancelled out. Eventually, what you are getting? This was your z dash. Eventually, what you are getting? Tan inverse x square plus y square plus ln v by w plus e to the power minus x cube by w cube. What do you see here? Z dash is coming out to be z only. So is it a homogeneous function? Absolutely it is. Lambda to the power 0 z, no? Think about it. Think about it. Z dash came out to be z only. So what? It can be written as lambda to the power 0 into z. What does that mean? Yes, it is a homogeneous function. homogeneous function of degree 0. Homogeneous function of degree 0. So here what is the value of n? Value of n is 0. Here the value of n was 3 by 2. Any value could be possible. No, I said n is real number. Any real number is possible. Right? So it is a homogeneous function of 0 degree order. So here everything was getting cancelled out. Cancelled out. Right? Here definition is written, which we have already understood. Now next examples are there. Two more examples are there. EF, G. Tan inverse x square plus y square divided by x minus y. G. So these are the interesting examples. Important as well. Z equals to tan inverse x square plus y square divided by x plus y or x minus y. Divided by x minus y. Divided by x minus y. So what will be your z dash? Tan inverse lambda square x square, in place of x you will put lambda. Lambda square y square divided by lambda x minus lambda y. What you are getting? Tan inverse lambda square you take common, lambda you take common. So what you are getting? Lambda here x square plus y square upon x minus y. Right? Basically you take lambda square outside, you take lambda outside. So lambda and lambda square get cancelled out. So you will be getting lambda here, and inside what you are getting? X square plus y square upon x minus y. There you go. Is it a homogeneous function? Basically, can you write down z dash in terms of this? No, it cannot be written. No. Inside, what was your z? Tan inverse some angle. Z was tan inverse x, and z dash is coming out to be tan inverse lambda x. So z dash is not equals to lambda z. So not a homogeneous function. Not homogeneous. But what? Tan z. What we see? But let's talk about tan z. I am calling it as a new function fz. I have taken this tan inverse this side. Okay. So tan inverse when goes this side, what it will become? Tan z. I am calling this as a new function fz. So fz is nothing but x square plus y square upon x minus y. Now let's find out dash of it. That means I will put lambda here. So what will come out? Lambda square will come out, lambda will come out. So eventually this is what you will be getting, x square plus y square upon x minus y. So which is nothing but lambda of f of z. So what you are getting? Equals to lambda of f of z. What does that mean? Fz is a, from here what you can conclude? From here the conclusion could be made that fz is homogeneous function of degree 1. Degree 1. And what is fz? Fz is nothing but tan z. So tan z is a homogeneous function. Homogeneous function of degree 1. Okay. So tan z is a homogeneous function. Is that clear to you? So whenever you feel like that, sir, inside something can happen, then what I will do is that I will take this outside. So tan z will be a homogeneous function. Is that clear to you? Similarly, for the next example, you think on your own. H example, ln x square plus y square plus xy. Will it be a homogeneous function? H example, ln x square xy plus y square. What I will do? Z dash I will find out. Ln lambda square x square, lambda square xy plus lambda square y square. Can you write down z square as lambda to the power nz? No, not homogeneous. Not homogeneous. But what if I would have taken, this ln this side? So it would become e to the power z. So e to the power z would be x square xy plus y square. And here if I would have put lambda x, lambda square xy, lambda square y. So what I would be getting? lambda square outside, x square plus xy plus y square. So what you are getting? Lambda square e to the power z. So with e to the power z, I did something. So e to the power z dash is giving me lambda square e to the power z. What does that mean? Yes, it is a homogeneous function. So from here what you can conclude, e to the power z is a homogeneous function of degree 2. So always what you need to take care, always you need to take care one thing, that if you see inside, yes, something can happen. It could be a homogeneous function of inside this, it could be a homogeneous function of order 2, order 3, whatever it is. Then just make it a separate function. No, so e to the power z is a homogeneous function now. What is a homogeneous function? E to the power z is a homogeneous function of degree 2. Is that clear to you? Everything is absolutely clear to you. So did you understand the basic meaning of homogeneous function? This definition has been written here, but without the definition, just simply putting in place of x, lambda x, in place of y, lambda y, and you would understand that yes, something is happening here. Okay, some value of lambda is coming out. If it is purely coming out, then you can say that it is a homogeneous function. Otherwise it will not be a homogeneous function like this. Okay, understandable? So just revisit these examples and you will be able to understand. Next, we need to understand the partial differentiation. Z is a function of x comma y. Z is a function of x comma y. Right? Z is x square plus xy plus y square. So Z is a function of x comma y. This is how the graph would be made. That this would be Z. This would be x. And this would be y. There will be one xz plane. Sorry, there will be one this xz plane. And there will be one zy plane. Two planes would be there, no? Zy plane would be there. And xz plane would be there. Xz plane would be there. Your z would be varying in accordance to x as well. Like there will be one graph between zx as well, and there will be one graph between zy as well. Right? Z would vary with respect to the value of x. If I put x equals to 1, then z will have different value. If I put x equals to 2, z will have different value. If I put y equals to 1, z will have different value. So z will vary with respect to x as well. It will vary with respect to y as well. So when I say partially differentiate z with respect to x, what does that mean? The meaning of partial differentiation is partially differentiate. This is the notation, del z by del x. It is not dz by dx. It is del z by del x. So what does that mean? You need to differentiate z with respect to x. What does that mean? You need to differentiate z with respect to x, keeping y as constant. That means you are looking at the change in z with respect to the change in x on xz plane, keeping y as constant. Again, let me repeat. What is the meaning of this? Del z by del x, you are doing the partial differentiation of z with respect to x. That means you are checking the change in z with respect to the change in x, keeping y as constant, or you can say that you are checking the change in z with respect to the change in x on zx plane or parallel to zx plane. Basically, y is constant. Y could be anything. Y could be 0, y could be 1, y could be 3, y could be 4 or anything. So did you understand the simple meaning? Very simple meaning. If they are asking partial differentiation, what you will do? Sir, we have to do the partial differentiation. Del z by del x we need to do. Sir, I will simply differentiate, but keeping y as a constant. Differentiation of x square with respect to x, that will be 2x. Or let's write down it completely. So del by del x, we are going to do x square plus xy plus y square. So it could be written as del by del x square plus del by del x xy plus del by del x y square. Let me know the result. What is the differentiation of x square with respect to x? That is 2x. What will be the differentiation of xy? Sir, y is a constant which can come outside. Y is a constant which can come outside. Then what will be the differentiation of x? That will be 1 only. Plus, what will be the differentiation of y square? Y square is a constant value, that will be 0. Is that clear to you? Again, differentiation of x square 2x, differentiation of xy, y is constant, that will come outside, differentiation of x will be 1, plus differentiation of y square constant value 0. What is the answer? 2x plus y. There you go. That's the answer. In short, it could be written as zx what this could be written as? This is written as z, and in foot you will write down x. What is the meaning of zx? The meaning of zx is nothing but del z by del x, which is coming out to be 2x plus y. Okay, this you have to remember. It's not that in the examination they might not define it, they will directly write down zx. You should be able to understand the meaning. That means partial differentiation of x, partial differentiation of z with respect to x. The change in z with respect to x keeping y as constant. Is that clear to you? I don't have much page, so I will have to take the things upward. How will I take it upward? Okay, next one. Del z by del y. Del z by del y. Partial differentiation of z with respect to y. That means you need to do dz by dy only, keeping x as constant. Keeping x as constant. Could be written as z of y. That means I need to differentiate this function only. Which function? With respect to y, I need to differentiate this function. X square plus xy plus y square. Okay, this is how I need to differentiate. But x square is a constant value. As per y, x square is a constant value, 0. X is a constant value, it will come outside. Differentiation of y will be 1. And differentiation of y square will be nothing but 2y. So what is the answer we are getting? 2y plus x. That's it. This is the answer. So here the answer was this, and here the answer was this. Is that clear to you? Okay. X square plus xy plus y square, you need to differentiate with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. Keeping x as a constant. So x is constant, so the differentiation will be 0. 0. X multiply with y, constant come outside. X is coming outside, differentiation of y will be 1. Constant y square is a function, so differentiation of y square will be 2y. So 2y plus x is the answer, 2x plus y is the answer here. Understandable? Let's find out the double differentiation now. So it is nothing like del by del x. What is the meaning of this? Del square z by del x square. What is the meaning of this? Del by del x, del z by del x. That's it. What was the meaning of d square y by dx square? That was simply d by dx, dy by dx. So simply double differentiation we have to do. So first we have already done del by del x. What we have done? The answer was 2x plus y. Del z by del x, answer was 2x plus y. 2x plus y. Now we need to differentiate this. So first I will differentiate 2x, which will be giving 2. Then I will differentiate y. Y is a constant value. Constant differentiation will be 0. Answer will be 2. That's it. And this is written as zxx. What it is written as? Zxx. What is the meaning of zxx? That means z is being differentiated with respect to x twice. Z is being differentiated with respect to x twice. Partially z is differentiated. Okay, understandable? Now next what we need to do? Del square z by del y square. That means del by del y, del z by del y. Right? Again, twice differentiation we have to do. First differentiation we have already done. What was the answer we were getting? 2y. Here we were getting 2y plus x. Now what will be the differentiation of 2y? That will be 2. What will be the differentiation of x? That will be 0. So this could be written as zyy. Del square z by del y square. Understandable? Partial differentiation of z with respect to y twice. And when I say partial differentiation, that means x is constant here and here y was constant. Understandable? Okay. What about E now? This was C, this was D, and what about E? Del square z by del x del y. Can you break it down? It is like del by del x, del z by del y. Isn't it like that? Say yes or no. Del by del x, del z by del y. Right? Del square z divided by del x del y. Yes, this is what it means. So del by del x, have we find out the value of del z by del y? Del z by del y. Del z by del y. Yes sir, it was 2y plus x. It was 2y plus x. Now we need to partially differentiate this particular thing with respect to x. So 2y will be a constant, differentiation will be 0, answer will come out to be 1. Okay, so here answer came out to be 2, here answer came out to be 2, and here answer came out to be 1. There you go. Okay, is that clear? Understandable or not? Very simple thing. Now I am defining a term which will be used later on, but let's define it now. I am defining a term D, which is zxx zyy minus zxy whole square. What is the value of this? Zxx. What is zxx? 2. What is zyy? That is also 2. Minus what is zxy? That is 1 whole square. So 4 minus 1. What is the answer you are getting? 3. So value of D here is coming out to be 3. Sir, why you are defining it? What is the significance of this? We will understand later on, but just I felt like defining it, that's why I have defined it. Zxx dot zyy minus zxy whole square. This is what I have defined. Value is coming out to be 3, which is greater than 0. This greater than 0 will have some significance. But sir, why did you define it? What significance it will have? We will understand in the next lecture. But as of now, you just need to understand yes, there is something like that. What does that mean? We will see later on. So did you understand the meaning of partial differentiation? Very simple. It is simply differentiation only, keeping the other guy constant, nothing else. Differentiation, partial differentiation of z with respect to x, 2x plus y, 2x plus y. With respect to y, 0, y plus 2y, y, sorry, here you will get x plus 2y. Then twice differentiation we have to do. Another one differentiation, and again you differentiate it with respect to x only. So what you will get? 2. With respect to y, what you will get? 2. Now del z by del x you have done. Del z by del x you have done. You need to find out del square z by del x del y. So del z by del y you have already done. So del by del x you have to find out. So del by del x of 2y plus x, that is coming out to be 1 only. Understandable? You need to differentiate 2y plus x with respect to x. So this will give you 0 and this will give you 1. That's the answer. Understandable? Now there is one doubt some students might be having. Shall we put it here? The doubt is that sir, are they same? Del square z del x del y or del square z del y del x? I can only say one thing, at your level it will be same, but they are not necessary to be same. Whatever the questions you will solve, no, whatever the questions you will solve, they will be same for them. Basically what I mean to say is that, sir, if I need to calculate this thing, what I would do is that first I calculate del z by del y, then sir, whatever the answer that I get, then I partially differentiate it with respect to x. Or sir, what do? First I do del z by del x, then sir, whatever the answer that I get, then I partially differentiate it with respect to y. So in your case, every time you would see that they are coming equal, but sir, you are saying they are not equal. They will not be equal if your function is discontinuous. If this function z is discontinuous. Okay. It might happen in the worst case in your examination, discontinuous function might be coming. It might happen, no? In worst case it may happen. So we will not take the risk in whichever the order that they have said, that first del z by del y you do, then del by del x you do. In that order only we will solve. Most of the chances are there that they will give you continuous function only. Sir, how we will get to know if it is a discontinuous function, that I will tell you. But no certain technique would be there, like finding the limit and all. Just by intuition, we will be able to comment that it will be a discontinuous function. Just by intuitions. Okay, but no certain technique would be there. So what I mean to say is that, yes, del square z by del x del y would be equals to del square z by del y del x in your cases. In most of the cases, whatever the example that you would see, in your cases it will be always true. But if someone is asking explicitly, if someone is asking you directly, explicitly, yes, that is the term. If someone is asking you explicitly that are they equal, then you would say, yes sir, they are equal only when z is continuous and differentiable as well. Then only they will be equal, otherwise they might not be equal. Is that clear to you? So that point I will mention. Let's add a page. And we will take up this example only, and what we will do, is that we will take this example, which is x square plus xy plus y square. x square plus xy plus y square. So for that we have already find out del square z by del x del y, right? So for that what we did, del by del x, del z by del y, del z by del y came out to be 2y plus x, right? I hope I am doing everything correct. 2y plus x, the answer was 2. Now similarly here I am trying to find out del square z by del y del x. Okay, so del by del y I will keep outside, inside I will put del z by del x. So del by del y, what is del z by del x? What is del z by del x? That is 2x plus y. 2x plus y. So what is the answer you are getting? अरे ये 1 आया था ना, differentiation it was 1, right? The differentiation was 1, this was 1. Now you differentiate with respect to y, this is also coming out to be 1. Sir, here what you see is that, so del square z is coming out to be del x del y, del square z del y del x. So are they always equal? Yes, they will be equal if z is continuous for all x comma y, then only it is possible. If z is continuous for all x comma y, okay, then it will be possible. And you can see it is a polynomial, no? It is a polynomial, right? But what if I define z equals to x plus y divided by x minus y? Use your intuition here. Will it be continuous at 0 comma 0? No, at 0 comma 0 there will be a problem. No, it is not continuous at 0 comma 0. Not continuous at 0 comma 0. So for this function, if you find out all these things, no, then they might not come equal. They might come equal, they might not come equal. But we will not do the differentiation. You can do it on your own if you want to do. But yeah, they are not continuous at 0 comma 0. So here you cannot say that this will be equal. They will be equal. Okay, because directly you can see that if I put x equals to 0, y equals to 0, here I will get the form of 0 by 0, which is undefined, right? So this kind of intuition we can use. So in the examination, what they can do is that z equals to x plus y upon x minus y. Then which of the following statements are true? Option A, this one. People will think that, sir, whether you differentiate with respect to y first and then x, or you differentiate with respect to x first then y, both are the same thing, sir. No, both are not same until and unless it is continuous. Okay, so it has to be continuous. Since it is not continuous, then there is a problem. Understandable? So I guess, yeah, this example we have seen. Now you need to solve this one. What you will do, z is given, you need to find out zx. Okay, you need to find zy, you need to find zxx, you need to find zyy, you need to find zxy, you need to find x zx plus y zy. Basically you will have the value of zx, you will have the value of zy, then simply multiply it with the x, simply multiply it with y and get the value. Then you will have the value of zxx as well, zxy as well, zyy as well, then simply multiplying x square, simply multiply 2xy, simply multiply y square and get these values. Very simple, it is very straightforward. Just have some patience. When you are finding zx, what is the meaning of zx? Zx simply means del z by del x, right? That means del by del x, xy ln xy. Okay, y is a constant value, y is constant. So can I take y constant outside from here as well? No, because it is in the ln, no, it is in some other function. So what I will do, this y I can take outside. So del by del x, x into ln xy. What I will do now, I will apply u into v. What I will do, y as it is, first as it is differentiation of x as it is differentiation of ln xy. What that would be? 1 by xy. Then differentiation of xy. What will be the differentiation of xy? Differentiation of xy. Differentiation of xy. You have to differentiate xy such that y is constant. So y will come outside, differentiation of x will be 1. So multiply with y. Is that understandable to you? What I did? Sir, y is a constant because I am doing the partial differentiation. Y is a constant, I took it outside. Now this is the scenario. I am applying u into v. X as it is differentiation of ln xy. So ln xy, differentiation of ln xy will become 1 by xy. Then differentiation of xy, what that would be? Differentiation of xy will be simply y only because y is a constant. Y will come outside, differentiation of x will be 1 plus ln xy as it is and differentiation of x will be 1. There you go. This is the answer you are getting. So this is x into x, x into x, x is multiplied with x, y is multiplied with y. So what you are getting? 1 plus ln xy. That's it. This is your zx. Zx is y into 1 plus ln xy. This is your zx. Understandable? Simply, this was the first one. In that manner, you will find out zy as well, and so on. Let me take a break and then I will come back. Okay, it's been roughly around 100 minutes. So I will take a break and then I will come back. You do all the calculation. Yeah, welcome back. So did you find zy? What will be zy? Zy would be nothing but del z by del y, right? So del by del y and xy ln xy. So here what will be constant? X will be treated as constant. Like it is completely symmetric, no? In place of x, if you put y, then the function would be same. That basically this is a function of x comma y. In place of x, if I put y, what it will become? Y into x, ln y into x, which is same only, no? So answer would come out to be x into 1 plus ln xy. You can see that would be the answer only. So ln xy, this is the differentiation I need to do. X is outside, right? Now what will be the y as it is? Differentiation of ln xy would be 1 by xy, then differentiation of xy I need to do, where x is constant, so differentiation of y will be 1, x is constant, plus ln xy as it is, differentiation of y will be 1. So what is the answer you are getting? The answer we are getting is 1 plus ln xy. This is the answer we are getting. So we have got the value of zx, we have got the value of zy. Next, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate x zx plus y zy. X zx plus y zy. So zx value was this one, right? So multiply with x. So x y 1 plus ln xy plus what was zy value? This was zy value. X into 1 plus ln xy multiply with y. So what you will get? Xy 1 plus ln xy. The same thing you are getting. So answer is 2xy multiply with 1 plus ln xy. This is the answer. Okay. So this was your A, B, C, D, E, F. F we have done. C, D, E, F. Right. So zx we have find out, zy we have find out. Very, very straightforward. Very, very simple as well. Next we need to find out zxx. Right. Zxx we need to find out. What does that mean? We need to double differentiate z with respect to x. And partial differentiation we have to do. So for the first differentiation, what we have got? We have already got, when I have done zx, what I have got? Here I have got y into 1 plus ln xy. So now y is a constant value, right? Y is a constant value, no? Y is a constant value for this thing, or you can write down in this manner. Del by del x, y plus y ln xy. In that manner you can write down. Now differentiation of y will be 0. Now differentiation of y plus ln xy. How will you do it? Basically this would be reduced as y is a constant value, so differentiation of y will be 0, and this will be coming as y ln xy. Say yes or no. Now again y is a constant value. This y has gone to 0. Differentiation of y with respect to x has gone to 0. Now this is y is a constant value, so this y would come out. So del y del x ln xy you are getting, right? So y is coming out 1 by xy, and differentiation with respect to x. That means here you will get y only. So what is the answer you are getting? The answer we are getting is y by x. Okay, so zxx is coming out to be y by x. Is that clear to you? Similarly, next, what do you think? What would come out to be zyy? Symmetric it is. It is symmetric. So most probably it should come out to be x by y. So let's check it out. Del y del x, sorry, del by del y. Here this zy we have already done. Answer was x into 1 plus ln xy. So it could be written as x plus x ln xy. Now differentiation of x with respect to y will be 0 because x is taken constant. Then this x will come outside. This x will come outside, and del by del y ln xy I need to do. Now what will be the differentiation of ln xy? So that will be 1 by xy. Then differentiation of xy with respect to y, what that would be? That would be x only. So what is the answer you are getting? X and x is getting cancelled out. Answer we are getting is x by y. So yes, I predicted the same thing. Z by y is coming out to be x by y. Say yes or no. Next, what we need to calculate? A, B, C, D, E. Z x y we need to calculate, right? Z x y, Z x y, Z x y. What does that mean? That means del square z, del x, del y. So have we calculated del y del x, del z, del y, right? So del y del x, del z del y, have we already calculated? Del z del y. That means z of y. Z of y we have already calculated, which is x plus x ln xy. X plus x ln xy. So now what will be the differentiation? So this will be broken down in this manner. Del x by del x plus del by del x, x plus ln xy. Sorry, x into ln xy. Understandable? So x into ln xy, although here we have already done, but still let's do it again. So del x by del x will be what? Zxy we are doing. Del x by del x will be what? Nothing but 1 plus this u into v I will apply. X as it is, differentiation of xy will be 1 by xy, then differentiation of xy with respect to x we are doing, that means y will be constant, plus ln xy as it is, then differentiation of x will be 1. So what is the answer we are getting? 2 plus ln xy. Okay, let's check it again. What we are doing? Zxy we need to calculate. Zxy we need to calculate. That means do the differentiation with respect to y, then do the differentiation with respect to x. Differentiation with respect to y we have already done. We were getting x plus x ln xy, x plus x ln xy, right? So here differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. Here u into v we will have to apply because x is not a constant. So x as it is, ln xy will give you 1 by xy, multiply with y, right? So it will give you 1 again here, and then ln xy as it is, differentiation of x will be 1. So 2 plus ln xy. This is the answer you are getting. This is your zxy. This is your zxy. This is the answer of zxy we are getting. Here you just need the patience, nothing else. And the last what we need to calculate is that a, b, c, d, e, f, g, x square z xx. This thing we need to calculate. X square z xx plus y square z yy plus 2xy z xy. So what is x square? X square is as it is. What is z xx? Z xx is nothing but y by x plus y square. What is z yy? Z yy is nothing but x by y plus 2xy. What is zxy? That is 2 plus ln xy, right? So what is the answer you are getting here? Xy, xy, 2xy, right? Plus 2xy, 2 plus ln xy. Now 2xy you take common, 2xy you take common, and 3 plus ln xy. This is the answer that you are getting for the last question. Okay, I hope there is no calculation error. You can check. In these kind of questions, calculation error may happen, but simply you need to do the differentiation, nothing else. I hope everything is going fine because 2 times we have checked. If still I am doing the calculation error, then very difficult for me. Okay, I hope I am not doing any calculation error here. First as it is, differentiation of second, all these things is fine. 1 plus ln xy we were getting, yeah, 1 plus 2 plus ln xy, then x square pi by x, 2xy, this xy, xy, 2xy, and here 2xy coming common, then here it will be 1 plus 1, 3 ln xy. Yeah, these are the answer. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the answer we have calculated. So someone would say that these kind of questions are actually asked in the examination only. Yes, these are asked. Here there is calculation, here there is no intuition, nothing, right? It is just checking your calculation, nothing else. Very simple differentiation, checking your calculation, and these kind of questions are actually asked in the examination. Okay, what they would do is that they would ask you to find out this particular thing at a particular xy value. They can give x equals to 1, y equals to 1. So put x equals to 1 here, y equals to 1 here, you will get the answer. So these kind of things they can ask. Okay, like basically whatever that you have calculated, calculate it at x equals to 1 and y equals to 1. So you put x equals to 1, y equals to 1, ln 1 will be 0. Here you put 1, 1, it will be 1 only. So 2 into 3, answer will be 6. So these kind of questions are asked. Now let's solve this question. This is a gateway IQ only. Yeah, so let's find out fxy. So what we need to find out fxy. What is the meaning of fxy? You need to differentiate function f with respect to x and with respect to y. So differentiate the function f with respect to x and with respect to y. Okay, that means so del by del x, first I will differentiate with respect to y, and then sir I will differentiate with respect to x. So let's find out del f by del y first. Now you have to take care one thing very smartly here. What is that? What is d by dz, z to the power n? So that is nothing but n z to the power n minus 1. And what is d by dz, a to the power z? That is a to the power z ln a, right? So here z is variable, here z is variable. So z is variable in the power and z is variable not in the power. So take care of this thing. Now del f by del y I need to do, right? Del f by del y I need to do. Arey yaar, not d, it's del f by del y. So del by del y, y to the power x. So here not in the power, variable is not in the power, right? X is constant which is in the power. So what will be the answer? X y to the power x minus 1. This will be the answer. Or you can write it down as x by y, y to the power x. This could be the answer, or let's just put this as only answer. So del f by del y you have find out. Now next what we need to do? What is our fxy now? Fxy will be del by del x, del f by del y, which is coming out to be x y to the power x minus 1. Say yes or no. Is there anything constant here? Sir, y is constant, but y is having a variable power, no? So again u into v you will have to apply. That means first as it is, differentiation of y to the power x minus 1 plus second as it is, differentiation of first one. First as it is, differentiation of second plus second as it is, differentiation of first. This del x by del x would be 1. This as it is, don't care. X as it is, don't care. This is the thing that I need to find out. Where is the variable? Here is the variable. So what will be the answer of this? This is like a to the power z, a to the power z. So what will be the answer? Take care of this thing very carefully. A to the power z. So that answer would be a to the power z ln a, because a is constant here. And then differentiation of x minus 1, which will be 1 only. Differentiation of x minus 1, because it is a function of x, no? Differentiation of x minus 1 will be 1 only. So this will be the answer. Okay? This will be the answer. Is that clear to you? Did you understand this point? X was there as it is. What is the differentiation? What is the differentiation of a to the power z? Because this is the constant, a to the power z or a to the power x. So a to the power x, whatever that is there as it is, then differentiation of x minus 1, that will be 1, and then ln y plus y to the power x minus 1 and del x by del x, that is 1 only. So this is the answer that you are getting. This is your final fxy. Where I need to calculate? At x equals to 2, y equals to 1. fxy I need to calculate x equals to 2 and y equals to 1. X equals to 2 and y equals to 1. So x equals to 2, y equals to 1. X equals to 2, y equals to 1. X equals to 2, y equals to 1. ln 1 is 0, everything is gone. What is the answer? 1 only. So this is the answer that we are getting. Okay. This is the answer we are getting, and hopefully I have put up the answer here only, which is 1. Okay. So this is the answer. Just for my surety purpose, that answer is 1 only. So did you understand? Here the important part was that you need to take care of these two things. In the examination, if I am solving this problem now, for sure, in the rough way, somewhere in between, I will surely write down this thing. Because I don't want to mess up this question. It is an easy question, but I will mess up in the power. Y to the power x, okay, variable to the power x, variable to the power constant. Here, what is the scenario? Constant to the power variable. So both of the formula I will write down and I will not mess it up. Next one, x square plus y square plus z square under root is given. You need to find out these values. What will be the addition? What is fxx, fyy, fzz? Again, calculation is there, but something symmetric you will find out. Why is that so? Because you can see that x square plus y square plus z square, in place of x if you put y, in place of z if you put x, like if you interchange them, then there is a symmetry. So if I only find out fxx, no, then I will be able to comment on fyy as well. I will be able to comment on fzz as well. Have some patience and let's get started. What is the meaning of fxx? That means you need to differentiate the function f with respect to x twice. So first let's find out del f by del x. what I will get? Sir, this minus 1 by 2 will come in front, x square plus y square plus z square, then power will be subtracted, minus 3 by 2, and then sir this will be differentiated. So here sir y square is constant, z square is constant, differentiation of x square will be 2x only. Differentiation of x square 2x, differentiation of y square which is constant 0, z square which is constant 0. This is the answer you are getting for del f by del x. Now I need to find out, now 2 and 2 is getting cancelled out, let's write down in a better manner. 2 and 2 is getting cancelled out, right, and you are getting minus x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. Now again you need to differentiate, one more differentiation we need to do. So minus sign I will take common inside, first as it is, then differentiation of this thing. So minus 3 by 2 will come in front, x square plus y square plus z square minus 5 by 2, then differentiation of inside thing, what that would be, 2x only, plus this one as it is, which is x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2, differentiation of x will be 1 only. This is the answer that we are getting. Now this minus minus sign goes inside, this will become plus. So what we are getting, 3 by 2 x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2. 2 and 2 is actually getting cancelled out, so it is becoming 3x square. What it is becoming? It is becoming 3x square. Look, minus sign is going inside, minus sign is going inside, 2 and 2 is getting cancelled out, 3x square we are getting. This is 2x, so this will become minus 3x square, so 3x square we are getting, x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2 we are getting here, plus x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. There you go, this is the value of f(x)(x) we are getting. Can you find out the value of f(y)(y)? Do it on your own and you will realize that the value is coming out to be 3y square x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2, and this minus sign was going inside, so this minus, in place of this minus sign was going inside, so plus will become minus here, minus x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. Understandable? And what will be f(z)(z)? f(z)(z) will simply come out to be 3z square, because there is a symmetry, no? X square plus y square plus z square coming as it is, x square plus y square plus z square is coming as it is. In place of x you put y, in place of y you put x, in place of z you put z only. Basically you interchange them. In place of x you put y, in place of y you put z, in place of z you put x. You will get the same expression. That means f(x)(x) is coming like this, then f(y)(y) will come like this, f(z)(z) will come like this only. Right? There is a symmetry here. Z square to the power minus 5 by 2 minus x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. Eventually now we have to add them up. Okay, so let's add them up. Don't have the page, we have to add a page. So f(x)(x) plus f(y)(y) plus f(z)(z). Add them on your own. So what will happen? This part will come common, this is there as it is, so they will become 3 times. From this side what will happen is that this much part will become common, this much part will become common, and inside you will be getting x square plus y square plus z square. Basically this will be the answer. 3 inside you will be getting x square plus y square plus z square, because what will happen, 3x square plus 3y square plus 3z square, and this part is common, which is x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2. X square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2. Minus, if you add all three of them, what you will get, minus 3 x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. Look, it is your calculation only, there is nothing. Have the patience, and if you do the calculation you will be able to get the answer. Have patience, only thing you require is patience here. Just need to add, all of them will be added, these are also added, but take common. X square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 5 by 2 will come common. Inside what will be left, 3x square plus 3y square plus 3z square. So 3 also you can take common. So 3 will come outside, x square plus y square plus z square, and this is what you will be getting. Now this is power 1, this is power minus 5 by 2. 1 minus 5 by 2, our power would be added. So 1 minus 5 by 2, power would become minus 3 by 2. So what this is becoming? This is becoming same as this one only. Basically here there is power 1, here there is power minus 5 by 2. 1 minus 5 by 2, power will become minus 3 by 2. So this is 3 x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 3 x square plus y square plus z square to the power minus 3 by 2. So we did all these calculations just to realize that answer is coming out to be 0. Okay, I should have surely written answer only here, which is nothing but 0. Okay, so this is the calculation. Only here, anything if they are testing, that is your patience and calculation. Again, it was a gate PYQ only, but they are testing your patience only. Patience and calculation. So whenever you see double differentiation, sir, partial differentiation I have to do. Very easy. This is a function of x comma y comma z. Did the differentiation, then inside the differentiation I need to do yz is a constant, it will become 2x, got the answer. Then again you have to differentiate, take minus sign outside with patience. First one as it is, differentiation of second, minus 3 by 2 comes in front, minus 5 by 2 you will be getting here, then differentiation of inside x square, that will be 2x. Then second one as it is, differentiation of x will be 1. Patience, only patience you require, then you will be able to get the answer. Next one, again gate PYQ, patience, have patience, give the answer. You need to find out the value of fx. What is the meaning of fx? Just differentiate with respect to x. Very simple question. Just differentiate with respect to x and give the final answer. Okay, so it is e to the power some function of x, right? So first we need to differentiate e to the power some function of x. So e to the power anything is the same function, then you have to differentiate this one. So cos y is a constant and differentiation of x will be 1 only, and then there is a minus sign, so minus cos y. Plus here this much part is constant, no? Z e to the power minus 1 upon 1 plus y square, everything is constant. Why is that so? Because you are doing the differentiation with respect to x. So differentiation of x will be 1 and rest everything is constant. That's it. This is the answer. This was just it was looking big, sir. What it is? E to the power some function of x, e to the power some function of x. Then differentiate this function. What will be the differentiation of this function? So differentiation of 1 will be 0. Differentiation of x cos y. Differentiation of x cos y. So sir, cos y will be constant, so I am taking it outside. Differentiation of x will be 1 only, but there is a negative sign, so minus sign. So minus 1. So e to the power 1 minus x cos y multiply with minus cos y. So eventually this is the answer we are getting. Minus cos y e to the power 1 minus x cos y plus z e to the power minus 1 upon 1 plus y square. This is your fx. Where you need to check? X equals to 1, y equals to 0, and z equals to e. So y equals to 0, x equals to 1, y equals to 0, z equals to e to the power y equals to 0. Cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is again 1, 1 minus 1. This will be 1 only. Basically, what this will become? E to the power 1. Cos 0 is 1 only, no? 1 minus 1. So it will become e to the power 0. What is e to the power 0? E to the power 0 is 1 only. Plus e to the power into e to the power minus 1. So here let's write down one more step. Cos 0 is 1 plus e into e to the power minus 1. So this is e to the power 0, which is 1 only. So this is minus 1. E multiply with 1 by e. E multiply with 1 by e. What that would be? That would be 1 only. So minus 1 plus 1. What is the answer? Again answer is 0. Again it is testing your patience only. Only patience. Complex expression, take it outside, differentiation is 1. Here you do the differentiation e to the power fx, then do the differentiation of this function inside. Cos y as it is, differentiation of minus x will be minus 1. Write down the expression, put the values, answer is coming out to be 0. There you go. This answer I would have put here, which is 0 only. So 0 is correct. Understandable? All good. Let's go to the next one. This function z is given. First of all, you need to let me know whether it is a homogeneous function. If it is a homogeneous function, then what is its degree? And then you need to find out these values. Okay. So first of all, let's check the homogeneity. So z is given x cube plus 3x square y plus y cube. Z dash we need to find out. In place of x, we need to put lambda x, 3 lambda square x square, lambda y, lambda cube, y cube. So what you are getting? Lambda cube is coming outside. X cube, 3x square y, 3x square y plus y cube. 3x square y plus y cube. That is coming out to be lambda cube z. Yes, sir. Z dash is coming out to be lambda cube z. Homogeneous function of function of order 3, right? So this information will be used somewhere, but as of now our target is to calculate zx, zy, zxx, zyy, zxy, all these things you calculate, and then you will get something good you will be getting. What you will be getting, that we will see. What is the value of zx here? So zx is nothing but 3x square plus y is a constant, so 6xy, right? Zx you need to find out, y is a constant, so differentiation of 3x square will be 6xy. This is zx we have calculated. What is zy? Zy will be, and here in zx I did not consider y cube because y cube is a constant value, so constant value will give 0 answer only. What about zy? For zy, sir, this will give you 0. Here 3x square will be constant, right? 3x square will be constant, differentiation of y will be 1 plus 3y square. So this is your zy. All these values we will calculate, have some patience. Let's calculate zxx. That means the same thing we need to differentiate with respect to x. Like build the habit of writing down in this manner. Zx you will write down, zy you will write down. So directly you would know that, sir, zxx I need to calculate. That means I need to differentiate this function with respect to x. So do the differentiation with respect to x. Do the differentiation with respect to x. That means 6y will be coming common, right? 6y will be constant, differentiation of x will be 1. Now do the differentiation with respect to y. This is a constant value 0. Here you will get 6y. And what will be, build the habit of writing down in this manner only. Now what will be zxy? So you pick up zx is already there. Now you need to differentiate it with respect to y. Basically zxy could be written as del z del square zy del x del y, or I told you in our analysis it will be same, right? So basically del by del y del z by del x, right? So del by del y, what is del z by del x? That is zx only. So whatever the zx is there, with respect to z I have already differentiated. This time I need to differentiate with respect to y. So zx is there, I need to find out zxy. That means I need to differentiate it with respect to y. So this expression I need to differentiate with respect to y. So what is the answer? I will be getting 6x, right? Because 6x will, 3x square will give you 0, 6x will be common, differentiation of y will be 1. So zxy is coming out to be 6x. So here I am writing down zxy. How will you write down zxy? So zx is already calculated. That means now I need to differentiate with respect to y. So when I differentiate with respect to y, what will happen? Sir, x will be treated as constant. So this will go to 0, 6x will come common, differentiation of y will be 1. So answer will be 6x. So all these values I have find out. Now let's find out a. What a is saying? X into zx plus y into zy, or better way of writing down, plus y into zy, del z by del y. How will you say? X into differentiation of the function with respect to x plus y into differentiation of function with respect to y. Partial differentiation, okay? X into partial differentiation of z with respect to x plus y into partial differentiation of z with respect to y. What it is coming out to be? X into zx value. What was the zx value? Zx value was 3x square plus 6xy. 3x square plus 6xy plus y. What is zy value? What is zy value? That is 3x square plus 3y square. 3x square plus 3y square. So 3x cube plus 6x square y plus 3x square y plus 3y cube. Right? So what is the answer we are getting? 3x cube plus 9x square y plus 3y cube. Can I take 3 common? Yes, sir. What you are getting? 3x cube plus 3x square y plus y cube. This is the answer we are getting. Answer of x zx plus y zy. This is the answer that we are getting. So x zx plus y zy is coming out to be 3 into, what is this function? If you look closely, it is z only. This is the answer we are getting. And did you notice one thing? What is this 3? Homogeneous function of order 3. Degree of a homogeneous function. So some conclusion we have made here, right? What conclusion we have made, that we will write down later on. But let's see the second option as well. After seeing the second option, we will write down the conclusion. What is the second option? x square zxx, x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. Okay, write down it again in your rough notebook. Write down it again, that what we are writing down: x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. Now you would know what is the definition: x square del square by del square z by del x square, y square del square z by del y square, 2xy differentiation of z with respect to x as well and with respect to y as well. So now we have all the values. X square into del square z by del x square, zx is 6x plus 6y, 6x plus 6y plus y square. What is zyy? Y square plus zyy, y square plus zyy is nothing but 6y plus 2xy. What is zxy? What is zxy? That is 6x. What is the answer you are getting? If you look closely, 6x cube plus 6x cube plus 6x square y plus 6y cube plus 12x square y. What is the answer here? 6x cube plus 18x square y plus 6y cube. Take something common. What common we are getting? 6. Do we have the page? Yes. 6 into x cube plus 3x square y plus 6y cube. So there you go. Answer of x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy is coming out to be 6 into, what is this? This is nothing but z only. So it is coming out to be 6 into z. If you look closely, can I write it down in this manner? 3 into 3 minus 1 into z. 3 into 3 minus 1 into z. Say yes or no? So if we see, we have got two conclusion. Our z was a function of x comma y. This was the first thing. Then what we did? It was a function of x comma y. No, so pick x into zx plus pick y into zy. That came out to be equals to nz, where z is a homogeneous function of degree n. Next, pick x square. Since there is a square, so double differentiation. Then pick y. Since there is a square, then double differentiation. Do you remember x plus y whole square? Yes, sir. So x square plus y square plus 2xy. Since there is xy, so differentiation xy. What is the answer came out to be? N into n minus 1 into z. N into n minus 1. Nz n into n minus 1. This is the conclusion that we have made. It is known as Euler's theorem, Euler's identity, whatever it is known. We don't need to remember the name of the scientist. We don't need to remember the name of mathematician. We only need to know the conclusion. What is the conclusion that we are getting? It was a homogeneous function of degree 3, and we solved it. We solved everything, and we got to know that something interesting we are getting here. 3z here and 6z here. If I just know this property, within second I would be able to write down the answer. What I would see, sir, it is a homogeneous function of degree 3. So it is a function of x comma y. So x into zx plus y into zy. What will be the answer I will be getting? So the answer you will be getting is nz, 3 into z. Here what answer you will be getting? Sir, x comma y function it is. So x square zxx, y square zyy, 2xy zxy. So answer you will be getting is 3 into 3 minus 1 into z. Answer will be 6z. So within seconds you will be able to write down the answer. You will not have to do all these calculation in the examination hall. Okay. So from now onwards we will be remembering it. So let's write down the conclusion again. Let's write down the conclusion for homogeneous function of, did I write down? No, homogeneous. No, homogeneous, yeah. For a homogeneous function of degree n, z is a function of x comma y. Then pick x, zx, pick y, zy. In the examination, who knows, this form is also given. So you should be comfortable with both of the forms. That would come out to be equals to nz, you can say, or n of z is x comma y only, no? F of x comma y. So nz, or you can say n f of x comma y. Understandable? Now x and y, so answer would be x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. Both of the forms you should be comfortable. What is the other form? Del square x, sorry, del square z by del x square plus y square, del square z by del y square plus 2xy del square z by del x del y. What will be the answer? N into n minus 1 into z, or you can write it down in this manner, n into n minus 1 into z f of x comma y. There you go, this is the answer. Now sir, what if they are the function of 3 variables? So what? If they are function of 3 variables, so what? X, y, z are the 3 variables, no? So pick x, multiply with zx, pick y, multiply with zy, pick z. Okay, sorry, here the function is u, no? Here the function was z, now the function is u, right? So what I will write down? X into ux plus y into uy plus z into uz. What is the meaning of ux, uy, uz? I hope you know. Partial differentiation of u with respect to x plus y, partial differentiation of u with respect to y plus z, partial differentiation of u with respect to z. What that would be equals to? If it is a homogeneous function of degree n, so n into u, or you can say n into function of x comma y comma z. So it doesn't go only for 2 variable function, it goes for n variable functions, for every kind of variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable, 5 variable. Now sir, for the next case what will happen, although it is not asked in the examination, okay, this case will not be asked in the examination, but still we are writing down, who knows, they may ask in the worst case. So what will be the answer we will be getting? Sir, pick x, x square uxx, pick y, y square uyy, pick z, z square uzz. Now here what we did, 2xy, because only 2 variables were there, no, xy. So here what we will do, 2xy uxy, then 2yz uyz, then 2xz uxz. So this will be the form, and that will come out to be equals to n into n minus 1 into u. Again, if you feel like that, sir, there is a lot of information, absolutely not. There is not a lot of information. We have studied right from here. If I would have started from here, no, mostly it is started like this only. Euler's identity. They will write down only these 2 things. That's it. Job done. But we are generalizing it for any kind of variable. Although in the examination for 2 variables only they have asked. Till this date only for 2 variables they have asked. But it can be generalized for any number of variables. Simple thing is there, x variable is there, y variable is there, write down the variable, do the partial differentiation, write down the variable, do the partial differentiation. Other form you should be comfortable, it should be equal to n into z. Other thing, x square double differentiation, y square double differentiation, 2xy differentiation with x into y, n into n minus 1 into z will be the answer. Similar thing here, x into ux plus y into uy plus z into uz. Get the answer. What about this one? X square uxx, y square uyy, z square uzz plus 2xy, 2yz, 2zx, and then the differentiation. Same answer you will be getting. Nothing difficult here. Very straightforward, very simple. We will solve a lot of example and you will be habitual. Very straightforward. In the examination, very easy questions have been asked from here and here. I will put important here. Only from here questions have been asked, even they don't ask this one. But who knows, in the examination, if they want to increase the level, then they will come here. Okay, people will think that, sir, oh, don't know what they have asked, but they have asked very simple thing, the general form only. We usually study for 2 variables, it can be generalized for any number of variables. Solve this question. This time 4 variables are there. Okay, z is given. In this function, when in place of u I am putting lambda u, lambda v, lambda w, lambda x, then this is what I was getting. What does that mean? It is a homogeneous function of degree 4. Did you understand this point? For sure, sir. Right? If I am doing all these things, lambda to the power 4 outside I am getting, that means it is a homogeneous function of degree 4. What does that mean? If I pick this variable, which is u, and then do the partial differentiation with respect to u, then I pick another variable v, then do the partial differentiation with respect to v, then I pick another variable which is w, then do the partial differentiation with respect to w, then I pick another variable which is x, then do the partial differentiation with respect to x, then what answer I will be getting? The answer I will be getting is n into z, which is n is 4. So 4 into z I will be getting, or you can say 4 into, what is the value of z? F of u comma v comma w comma x. And what is this particular thing? This particular thing is nothing but this is given u del z by del u plus v del z by del v plus here w they have written, no, y they didn't, from where this y came, y is not even there, right? So w and x are there, no? So let's reframe this question. This is w, this is w, this is x, and this is x, right? Understandable? Yes. So w into del z by del w plus x into del z by del x, that is coming out to be nz, or you can say 4z. That's the answer. Solve this question. What will be the answer of these two guys? Very easily, can you let me know what will be the z dash value here? So z dash value, I will put lambda square x square, lambda square y square divided by lambda to the power 4 x to the power 4 plus lambda to the power 4 y to the power 4. Say yes or no. So what you are getting? Lambda to the power 4 x square y square, then lambda to the power 4 take outside, x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4. So this and this is getting cancelled out. X square y square upon x square plus x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4, that is coming out to be z only. So that means z dash is coming out to be lambda 0 z. What does that mean? Value of n is nothing but 0. Value of n is nothing but 0. That means it is a homogeneous function of degree 0. Homogeneous function of degree 0. So what will be the answer? N into z. 0 into z, whatever z is there, answer will be 0. And here what will be the answer? N into n minus 1 into z. That means 0 into 0 minus 1 into z, which will be equals to 0 only. So for both of the cases, answer is 0 here and 0 here. These kind of very simple questions will be asked, you will be able to solve. Okay, just a standard form you need to remember and your job would be done. Function of x comma y, so x into zx plus y into zy. X comma y, so x square zxx, y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. There you go. Solve this question. Think about it. Have some patience. You will be able to solve it. Just you need to think. If you think, and you will be able to get the answer. If you directly think of, like, if you don't think much, then you will have to see the solution. But if you think, you will be able to get the answer. How will you solve it? Sir, first of all, I tried to find whether it is a homogeneous function or not, because I can see the standard form x zx plus y zy. So standard form it is. So I tried to find whether it is a homogeneous function or not. So I got to know that it is not a homogeneous function, because lambda square x square I will put. So lambda square will come outside here. Lambda to the power 1 by 2 will come outside, and here I will get x square plus y square divided by under root x plus under root y. This will be the scenario. So what we are getting? Tan inverse lambda to the power 3 by 2 x square plus y square upon under root x plus under root y. This will be the scenario I will be getting. So from here we can sense one thing, that z dash is not lambda to the power n z, not a homogeneous function. But one thing I already know, that tangent tan z, which is x square plus y square, because this I am taking this side, no, tan inverse I am taking this side. So x square plus y square upon under root x plus under root y. So let's call this function as f of z. F of z. Okay, let's call this function as f of z. So f of z is a homogeneous function of this is a homogeneous function of degree 3 by 2, right? It is a homogeneous function of degree 3 by 2. Fz. So what I can write down? Fz is a function of x comma y, right? So what I can write down? X into del by del x fz plus y del by del y fz will be equals to 3 by 2 fz. Do you agree to this point? Can I do this? Say yes or no. I hope you agree to this point, that fz is a homogeneous function. No, this is a homogeneous function. Homogeneous function of degree 3 by 2. So if it is a homogeneous function, then Euler's theorem I can apply. What Euler's theorem will say, that if this is a homogeneous function, no, so what you can do, again let's write down the step. Since it is a homogeneous function, which is a function of x comma y. So pick the variable x, then do its partial differentiation with respect to x, then pick the variable y and do its partial differentiation with respect to y. That would be equals to n into fz. What is the value of n? N is nothing but 3 by 2. So that would be equals to 3 by 2 into fz. Right? Now what will be the z is a function of x comma y. So will you say that, sir, if I partially differentiate del y del x fz, what will be the answer? Sir, answer will be 0. Will you say this thing? Because sir, I am differentiating with respect to x, so z will be constant. No, z will not be constant. Z is a function of x comma y. No. What is your fz? Fz is tan z. Now what is tan z? Tan z is a function of x comma y. Right? Do you understand this point? It is a function of x comma y. No, so you cannot treat it as constant. Right? So what will be your answer here? X into differentiation of, let's just say if I ask you this thing, differentiation of fx, what do you write down? F dash x. Or let's just say if I ask you this thing, d by dx of fy, not del y del x. I am simply asking you the differentiation, d by dx of fy. What will be your answer? Sir, f dash y dot dy by dx. If I am saying that y is a function of x, if I am saying that y is a function of x, because this y is having a term of x, what I mean to say is that what will be the answer of d by dx of f of 2x plus 3? What will be the answer? Sir, first of all, I will write down f dash 2x plus 3, and then I will differentiate this 2x plus 3. Then I will differentiate this 2x plus 3. Say yes or no. This will be the answer, no? So similarly, x, first you differentiate fz, which will be fz, f dash z, and then you differentiate this z. Say yes or no. Is that clear? Plus y. First you differentiate this fz with respect to y, what you will get? F dash z. And then you differentiate this z, whatever that is written inside the bracket. Then you differentiate this z. So del z by del x will be equals to, let's keep it n. For now, let's keep it n only. Will be equals to n f of z. Now from here what you can see is that you can take f z dash common. If you want to write down this thing, you can write down in brief. So f z dash you can take common. F dash z you can take common, and here what you are getting, x into del z by del x, del z by del x, plus y into del z by del y equals to n into fz, n into fz. So what you are getting from here, x, this could be written as zx, this could be written as zy, n into fz upon f dash z. If possible, remember it directly. Now let me know what is the value of n. 3 by 2. What is the value of fz? What is fz? Fz was nothing but tan z only. So put tan z, and then differentiation of f dash z, what that would be? Sec square z. Right? Differentiation of tan z would be sec square z. So can we simplify it? Yes sir. 3 by 2 sin z by cos z. This will become cos square z. This and this will get cancelled out. 2 here. Answer will come out to be, multiply with 2 and then divide by 2. So this will become 3 by 4. 3 by 4, 2 sin z cos z. So it will become 3 by 4 sin 2z. Okay. So what is the answer you are getting? X zx plus y zy is coming out to be 3 by 4 sin 2z. This is the answer. Where z value you can put from here. Z is nothing but tan inverse x square plus y square divided by under root x plus y, which we are not supposed to put. So answer is 3 by 4 sin 2z. That's the answer. Is that clear to you? Okay. Understandable? So will you be able to remember this thing? Like, will you be able to remember this expression? If you are able to remember, then it is fine. If you are not able to remember, then derive it in the examination. Like in the examination, let's just say this question is coming, you would get to know that, sir, I need to take this tan this side. So tan z will become a, what will happen? Tan z will become a homogeneous function. So what I will write down, sir, tan z is a homogeneous function. So examination approach, what that would be? Exam approach. Let's just say I forgot this thing. So what I will do? Exam approach. So I would get to know that tan z is a homogeneous function. Homogeneous function of degree 3 by 2, right? So what I can write down, tan z is there, no? So x into partial differentiation with respect to x of what? Of some homogeneous function which is tan z, plus y into partial differentiation with respect to y of what? Some homogeneous function which is tan z. That would be equals to degree, which is 3 by 2, multiply with the homogeneous function which is tan z. This much I will be able to write down. Then what I will do, x into what will be the differentiation of tan z, that I would know that it will be sec square z. Then I need to differentiate z, that will give you del z by del x. Then y, what will be the differentiation of tan z, that will be sec square z. Then I differentiate z, that will give you del z by del y. So 3 by 2 tan z. So from here I would see that sec square z is coming common, x zx, y zy. So 3 by 2 tan z, or sec square z is common, so divided by sec square z, and when I solve it I will get 3 by 4 sine 2z. This is how I can solve in the examination if I forget everything, because eventually the bottom line is, what is the bottom line? X into z is a homogeneous function, so x into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into del by del y homogeneous function will be equals to degree multiply with homogeneous function. That's the theorem. This is what the theorem says. Theorem says x into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into del by del y homogeneous function equals to the degree multiply with homogeneous function. Everything going around homogeneous function. So in the examination your task would be to find out the homogeneous function. What is the homogeneous function? If we are able to find it out, job done. Understandable? All good? All fine? So first we have done this, we have done very easily, we have done. And if you are able to remember this one, that sir, if f of z is a homogeneous function, then this will be the answer, then it would be good for you. In the mind as well you can derive it. It's not that tough, sir. F of z you will put here, f dash z would come outside, that will come common, that will come downward. So n f of z divided by f dash z. So it is not that difficult, I guess. Okay, so you can remember on your own. But now the thing is, what about the next one, sir? I will have to add a page. I hope I have a page. Yes, we have a page. So now I will add a page, and now the question would be, sir, what is the answer of B? X square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. What is the answer of this? This one. So for this I am asking you to remember something. You have to remember, I am not going to give you the derivation. Derivation will be very complex. If you want to try, you can do it on your own. Okay, basically you have to double differentiate. Again you will put the same thing, del by del x, f dash z you will be getting, then you will differentiate once more, and eventually you will get some answer. So how did you get this answer? How will you get this answer? So first of all, in the examination if they are asking this one, so first of all we need to solve this thing, x zx plus y zy. So when I solved it, what answer I got? Divided by f dash z, which was coming out to be 3 by 4 sine 2z. 3 by 4 sine 2z. Now I will call it a new function. Let's just call it a gz. Okay, let's call it gz. Okay, so now what will be the answer of this? X square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. So whatever the previous answer that you have got, write down that answer as it is. You will say, sir, you are asking us to remember. Yes, I am asking you to remember. Okay, here I am not going to give you the reasoning. Direct result I am asking you to remember. It is what it is. Okay, so gz as it is, then differentiation minus 1. That's it. So what was your gz? 3 by 4 sine 2z. Now what will be the differentiation of 3 by 4 sine 2z? That will be 3 by 4 constant. Sine will have cos 2z, multiply with 2 minus 1. So what is the answer? 3 by 4 sine 2z, 3 by 2 cos 2z minus 1. Now whatever the answer that we get, yeah, here till this point, this is the answer. Yes, I am asking you to remember, but you will have to remember, there is no other choice. Otherwise derivation will become very complex. So whatever the previous answer that you got, keep that as it is, differentiate minus 1. That's it. Understandable? You can simplify it more. It will become 9 by 8 sine 2z cos 2z. So it can become sine 4z. Right? So basically It can be simplified more. 9 by 8 it would become, no? 3 into 2, 9 by 8 sine 2z cos 2z minus 3 by 4 sine 2z. So here multiply by 2, divide by 2. So this will become 9 by 16 multiply by 2, divide by 2. So this will become sine 4z minus 3 by 4 sine 2z. This could be the final answer. More simplified version. Okay. So this could be the scenarios in your examination. So did you understand how to solve these kind of problems? Tan z goes here, and this is the examination approach. If I don't remember anything, this exam approach I will use, and I will be able to solve the question. That x into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into del by del y homogeneous function equals to the degree multiply with homogeneous function. Write down, get the answer. Simply mathematics is there. In this lecture, like in the initial part when we were studying about those graphs and all, no, in this initial part, where in these initial part, yes, here there were some intuitions, but now when we started all these things, no, here there is some simple differentiation, integration, not integration, simple differentiation is there. There is nothing much to explain. It's it's you and your pen. Your pen should be working. I am working on the screen. Your pen should be working. You are getting the answer. Proceed. You versus your pen, nothing else. There is nothing much to explain here. All I can do is that I can give you problem solving technique and how to build the approach in the examination hall. That I can give you, but explanation here, nearly zero explanation is there. I hope you understand this point. I hope you agree as well. Right? Okay, let's solve more problems. Whatever the kind of problems could be asked, no, that I have put. What is the meaning of this exp? Exp means exponential. Like basically e to the power x could be written as exponential x. So this is e to the power this thing. Understandable? So this is the meaning of exp. Again we need to find out x, zx, y, zy, all these things. Just by looking at it, I understood one thing, that it will not be a homogeneous function. But what if I do exponential, I take this side, it will become ln z, which will be x to the power 1 by 3 plus y to the power 1 by 3 divided by x plus y. And here if I put lambda to the power 1 by 3, that can come in outside, and in place of x I will put lambda x, so lambda goes outside, divided by x plus y. So this will become lambda to the power minus 2 by 3, and this much is nothing but the same function, x to the power 1 by 3, y to the power 1 by 3 divided by x plus y. This is the scenario, right? So ln z, this ln z is a homogeneous function of degree what? It could be a real number, no? Degree could be anything, which is minus 2 by 3. Understandable? Okay. So what I would do? X into del by del z, if I don't remember anything, x into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into del by del y homogeneous function will be equals to minus 2 by 3 homogeneous function. X into what this will be? 1 by z, right? Ln z, differentiation of ln z will be 1 by z. X into 1 by z del z by del x plus y into 1 by z del z by del y minus 2 by 3 ln z. Now I can sense one thing, this 1 by z can come common, so eventually answer I am getting is x zx plus y zy would be equals to minus 2 by 3 z ln z. That's the answer we are getting. And if I remember the formula directly, then by using the formula, what I would do, x zx plus y zy, right? So from here I go to know that it is minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3 function which is ln z, then divided by its differentiation, what that would be, function was ln z only, no, function was ln z divided by, what was the answer, n f z divided by f dash z. So divided by 1 by z. So what is the answer? Minus 2 by 3 z ln z. That's the answer. Minus 2 by 3 z ln z. Now next I need to find out x square z xx plus y square z yy plus 2xy zxy. This is what we need to find out, right? 2xy zxy. So for that, sir, no intuition, no understanding, nothing. Only, sir, you have told a trick, or you have told a method. Assume it at gz, put gz as it is, differentiation inside -1. So minus 2 by 3 ln z minus 2 by 3 z ln z, and now I need to put the differentiation here. So I will do the differentiation aside. So gz is given as minus 2 by 3 z ln z. So I will do the differentiation aside. Minus 2 by 3 is common. Z as it is. Differentiation of ln z will be 1 by z plus ln z as it is. Yeah, so this is the answer. So minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 ln z. So this is your g dash z. First as it is 1 by z, then ln z as it is. Yeah, this is the answer we are getting. So gzs here is minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 ln z minus 1. So what is the answer we are getting? This will become 5 by 3. So minus sign can come outside. Here minus is there, no? So minus sign can come outside. So this will become 2 by 3 z ln z. Okay, so, and this will become 2 by 3 ln z plus 5 by 3. That's the answer. Okay, fine. So this is the answer that we will be getting. Again, a crude way of looking at the answer, but yeah, it is what it is. 1 plus 2 by 3 will be 5 by 3 only. 2 by 3 ln z, minus sign coming outside. So 2 by 3 into z ln z, 2 by 3 ln z plus 5 by 3. Yeah, this is the final answer that we are getting. So just calculation error should not happen in the examination hall. Otherwise, things are very straightforward. Directly in 2 steps, I would have solved the answer. If I remember this thing, nfz divided by f dash z. Even if I don't remember it, I have the intuition that ln z will be a homogeneous function of degree what? Degree 1 by 3 minus 1. That means it will be a degree of minus 2 by 3. Right? So minus 2 by 3 I will put minus 2 by 3 ln z. Ln z will have a differentiation of 1 by z. So that I will put here. Minus 2 by 3 z ln z will be the answer. Otherwise, directly I can get, I will assume it gz into g dash z minus 1. This is what I will do, and I will get the answer. Understandable? All good? All fine? Okay, I am just checking the calculation. Yeah, fine. Let's go to the next one. This question. Think about it. Take your time, think about it. Everyone can do it. It's just that, sir, something out of the box is coming, so I will not be able to do it. You need to trust yourself. You will be able to do it. Is it a homogeneous function? Put lambda here. Here lambda to the power 5 will come outside. Here lambda to the power 2 will come. Here lambda to the power 1 will come outside. So is it a homogeneous function? No. What I mean to say is that I tried finding z dash. What I did, here I put lambda cube, it will become lambda square. So it will become lambda to the power 5. X cube y square ln. Here I will put lambda x divided by lambda y. Lambda will get cancelled out. Xy plus here lambda square. What I will be getting here, basically I will put lambda square x square plus y square divided by, here also I will put lambda x plus y, right? So I will get lambda here. So eventually the scenario that I am getting is lambda into x square plus y square upon x plus y. Can I take lambda outside? Can I take lambda outside? Can I take lambda to the power 5 outside? If I try to take lambda to the power 5 outside, what I will be getting? I will be getting this form plus 1 by lambda to the power 4, and then this form. Not a homogeneous function. Not homogeneous. That means, sir, I will not be able to solve it. Homogeneous. Z is not a homogeneous function. No, not homogeneous. Z is not a homogeneous function. But separately it is a homogeneous function. No, separately this is also a homogeneous function. Separately both of them are the homogeneous function. First, what I need to find out? In option A, what I need to find out? X into del z by del x. Forget about all these things. Just answer me one thing. If z is a function of, if z is having two functions, f plus g, can you let me know what will be the value of del z by del x? So that will be nothing but del by del x f plus g. right? Because z is nothing but f plus g. So del f by del x plus del g by del x. What do you understand from it? And if you multiply x here, will that make any concern? If you multiply x here, will that make any concern? No. What does that mean? That means you solve this one separately, then solve this one separately and add the answer. Similarly with double differentiation as well. Double differentiation also there is no issue. Double differentiation. I will have to double differentiate. What does that mean? That means I am asking del square z by del x square. So del square by del x square f plus g. So del square f by del x square plus del square g by del x square. Solve separately, solve separately, solve separately, solve separately, and add the answer. So here there are two questions. This is the first one, and this is the second one. Solve this one separately, solve the other one separately, add the answer. That's it, job done. Did you understand this point or not? So here your z is nothing but f plus g, where f is a homogeneous function. F, what is f? F is a homogeneous function of order what? Here what was coming out? Order 5. And what is g? G is also a homogeneous function of order. What was coming out? 1. Here what was coming out? Lambda to the power 1, lambda to the power 5. So both are homogeneous function. What does that mean? That means, sir, x into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into homogeneous function will be equals to 5 into f. Along with that, x del g by del x plus y into del g by del y will be equals to what? 1 into g, or you can call it g. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Let's add both of them. Let's add both of them. So what you will be getting? X del by del x, del f by del x would be added with del g by del x. So f plus g plus y, del by del y, del f by del y will be added with del g by del y, f plus g will be equals to 5f plus g. What is f plus g? F plus g is nothing but z. So what you are getting? X, this would be zx plus y. This is z only, no? So this will become zy. That is coming out to be 5f plus g. So what is the answer? X zx plus y zy is nothing but 5, this function which is x cube y square ln xy x by y, right? Ln x by y plus g, simply this function which is x square plus y square upon x plus y. There you go. This is the answer. Did you understand? We solve them separately and then add them up. You need to use your brain here. If you are able to use it, then it is fine. If you are not able to use it, then there is a problem. Simply use the brain and get the answer. I hope it is not very tough for you. Why it is not very tough for you? Because, sir, we have good enough intuitions clear that this is a separate function, this is a separate homogeneous function. I can solve it separately, then add them up. Because they are in the addition. Z is f plus g. So here I have seen one thing, that solve them separately, no issue. Solve them separately, no issue. What about the answer of the next one? So here as well I will do the same thing. So solve them separately. What I mean to say is that here I did this thing, no? So can you let me know what will be the answer of x square f xx plus y square f yy plus 2xy fxy? What that would be equivalent to? That would be equivalent to, sir, n into n minus 1 into f. That would be equals to 20f. And now what will be the answer of x square gxx plus y square gyy plus 2xy gxy? So that would be equivalent to, here the value was 1, 1 into 1 minus 0 would be equals to 0. If I add both of them, what I will be getting? When I added both of them, this is what I was getting. When I add both of them, what I will be getting? X square zxx plus y square z yy plus 2xy zxy. The answer would be 20f plus 0. Answer would be 20f only. There you go. This is the answer. Is that clear to you or not? This function was your f function. This function was your g function. So these kind of questions, as of now till this date, these kind of questions are not asked. But in Euler's theorem, if they want to ask a good question, I would say that in GATE 2027 or 2028 it is coming. Okay, till this date they have asked these kind of questions only. Very straightforward question. Very straightforward. Very straightforward. Basically till here only they have asked. They did not even ask this one. That's a GZ you do, no? GZ, then do the differentiation minus 1. This also has not been asked. Only till here they have asked. This is the maximum. But two functions, two different you solve, that kind of question can also be asked if they want to frame a good question. Okay, so this is how they will frame it. Z is not a homogeneous function, but two separate homogeneous functions are there. Solve them separately, then simply add them. That's it. Okay, let's take next question. Solve this question. Z equals to x cube f of y by x plus y to the power minus 3 f of x by y. Find x into zx plus y into zy plus x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy, that is equals to alpha z. Then find out the value of alpha. Have I seen this thing somewhere? Yes, sir. Have I seen this thing somewhere? Yes, sir. First of all, let me know, is z homogeneous function or not? Z is a homogeneous function or not? What I will do? Z dash, put lambda here, lambda to the power 3, x to the power 3, f of lambda y by lambda x plus lambda to the power minus 3, y to the power minus 3, f of lambda x by lambda y. This lambda getting cancelled out, no issue, but the problem is that this is lambda x cube f of y by x, lambda to the power minus 3, y to the power minus 3, f of x by y. So what do you understand from here? Something common you cannot take, but they are the separate homogeneous function. Homogeneous function of degree 3, and they are separate homogeneous function of degree minus 3. But z is not a homogeneous function. Z is not homogeneous, right? But they are separate function. So what I can do, I can write down their results separately. So directly I am writing down the answer now. I hope you will be able to write down x plus zx, y plus zy would be equals to, for this one, what will be the answer? 3 into this function x cube f of y by x. And for the other one, what will be the answer? It is a homogeneous function of degree minus 3. So minus 3 y to the power minus 3 f of x by y. Is that clear to you? This is what we have done. And what about x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy? What about that? What will be the answer here? So sir, n into n minus 1. Simply this minus 1. So 3 into 2 x cube f of y by x plus, because two functions are there. No, this function is f. This is your function. Let's call it a function p, and this function is q. PQ function are there. So function p, here also there was a plus sign, but the value was here minus 3. No, I hope you are able to understand this point. Here also there was a plus sign only. Both of the functions are added. Here also I am adding them up. This result added with this result. But what is the degree here? Degree is minus 3. So that's why I wrote down plus minus 3. So degree is minus 3 here. But you will do a blunder here if you directly write down minus 3. Why is that so? Because n into n minus 1 we have to do. No, I hope you remember this theorem. One result is nf, other result is n into n minus 1 into f. Right? One result is here, when we write down, one result is nf, other result is n into n minus 1 into f. So what we need to do? Minus 3 into minus 3 minus 1, that will become minus 4 into this your whole function, which is y to the power minus 3 f of x by y. I hope you have understood. Right? Now simply we need to add them. So this will become 3 into 2, 6, 6 plus 3, this will become 9. So now we need to add them, no? So x zx plus y zy plus x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy, that would be equivalent to 6 plus 3 9, 9x cube f of y by x, f of y by x, and here 12 minus 3, that will become minus 9, right? Sorry, 3 minus 3 into 4 will become 12. 12 minus 3, that will become plus 9. Plus 9 y to the power minus 3 f of xyy, right? So what will come outside? 9 will come outside. So x cube f of y by x plus y to the power minus 3 f of xyy. So 9, what is this? If you look closely, it is nothing but 9 into z only. So that is given as alpha z. Answer is given as alpha z. So what is the value of alpha? Value of alpha is nothing but 9. Good question. A lot of people will struggle, right? A lot of people will struggle if these kind of questions are coming in the examination hall. Answer is 9 only, which I have hidden here, but I am pretty sure it is correct. Yes. So nothing. Again, the same, whatever that we studied previously here, the same scenario I have put here. Nothing new here. Are you able to understand this point? Nothing new is there. Z equals to x cube f of y by x plus y to the power minus 3 f of x by y. This is the scenario. X into zx plus y into zx. All these things I need to find out. This I have seen somewhere. This I have seen somewhere. Sir, z is not a homogeneous function. Separately, p and q are the homogeneous function we have. P and q are the separate homogeneous function we have. If those separate homogeneous functions we are having, we can use those homogeneous function. How we are using those homogeneous function? Sir, separately we can get their results. So separately this will give me 3 into p and this will give me minus 3 into q. So 3 into p minus 3 into q. And separately this will give me 3 into 2, 3 into 3 minus 1. That means 3 into 2p. That means 6p it will give me, and this will give me minus 3 into minus 3 minus 1. That means 12 into q it will give me. So 12 into q. So here the result is 3 into p minus 3 into q, and here the result was 6 into p plus 12 into q. I will add both of them, it will give me 9p, it will give me 9q. 9p plus 9q. 9 I take common, 9 into p plus q. That's it. 9 into p plus q. P plus q is nothing but z. Alpha equals to 9 only. Alpha equals to 9 only. That's it. Understandable? Very easy thing, very straightforward. Okay, no need to worry about these kind of questions. Last question, do it on your own. I hope it is last. No, it is second last. Okay, second last question, do it on your own. It is a homogeneous function now. This is a separate homogeneous function. This is a separate homogeneous function. Why is that so? Let's write down z in a good manner. X square y square plus ln x by y plus sine square x square by y. This is a separate homogeneous function, this is a separate homogeneous function, and this is not a separate homogeneous function. Are you able to understand this point? So P, Q, R, three scenarios are there. P, Q, R, three functions are there. Or F, G, H also we can take. Let's not take F, G, H, P, Q, R only we take. So P is a separate homogeneous function. What this will give you degree of, this is having a degree of 4, right? Lambda to the power 4, lambda to the power 2, lambda to the power 2, lambda to the power 4. Here what is the degree? Lambda, lambda you will put here, degree is 0. It is not even homogeneous. But R equals to sine inverse x square by y. So sine R is the homogeneous function, which is having a degree of, what will be the degree? You can find out degree. Sir, here I will put lambda x, lambda y, so degree is 1. So sin r is a homogeneous function which is having a degree of 1. So here I will write down sin r is a homogeneous function with the degree equals to 1. What will be the answer? This will give you 4 into p. What will be the answer? This will give you 0 into q. And what will be the answer? This will give you, sir, 1 into sin r divided by its differentiation, which is cos r. Right? This is what it will give you. Sin r divided by its differentiation, which is cos r. I hope you remember n into fz upon f dash z. Or if you don't remember, you derive it. From here you derive it, no? What I need to find out? I need to find out x into rx plus y into ry. This is what I need to find out. But I know one thing, that del by del x sin r plus y into del by, this is something I need to find out, del by del y sin r would give me nothing but degree is 1 equals to sin r, because sin r is nothing but, sin r is a homogeneous function. So what will be the answer I will be getting? Differentiation of sin r will be cos r, and that will go downward. So x into this will become rx plus y into this will become ry. Sin r, differentiation of sin r will be cos r. So from here we are getting tan r. Okay, so what this is giving you? Tan r. So answer is coming out to be 4p plus tan r. And what is that? 4, what is p? P is nothing but x square y square plus tan, what is r? R is nothing but sin inverse x square by y. There you go. This is the answer. This is the final answer. Is that clear to you? Okay, so this is how we need to solve. Here, like third thing I have used. Everything has been used in this question. To be very honest, everything has been used. Right? Third thing. What do I mean by third thing has been used here? Third means like this was also not a homogeneous function. We made it a homogeneous function. So separately we solved it. Basically, if they are in addition, no, we can solve them separately. That's the bottom line. In this question only this was asked. What if the other thing was also asked? What if this was also asked? Will you be able to solve it? Yes, sir. Separately I will solve this one. I will get the answer. What answer I will get? 4 into 3 into p. What will be the answer here? 12p. And what will be the answer here, sir? Whatever the function that you are getting here, tan r. So tan r multiply with its differentiation, which is sec square r minus 1. This will be the answer for this one. That's it. So what will be the answer? Tan r plus sec square r minus 1 plus 12p. That will be the answer for x square zxx plus y square zyy plus 2xy zxy. That will be the answer. Value of p you can put from here. Value of r you can put from here. Sin inverse x square by y. So everything you can find out. Euler's theorem, mostly it is taught in 10 to 15 minutes. But when we are spending so much of time, I want you to be comfortable with every kind of question. Every single question you will be comfortable. Whatever they want to ask. If you give this question to your friend who is studying from God Educators, right? You give these questions and let me know if he struggles or not. Give these questions. He will say, Euler's theorem, this kind of, it is not even homogeneous. How will I apply? These kind of things would happen. Okay, I'm not being arrogant, but it is a quality content. I hope you realize it. So just put lambda here. I got to know that they are separate. So those solve them separately, then add them up. And why we can add them up, that is also clear to you. Z equals to f plus g. Here also f plus g. So separately we can do. Separately we can add them up. If I have multiply x square here, will that make any concern? No, no concern would be there. So solve them separately and get the answer. Here what answer I will be getting? 3. Here what answer I will be getting? Multiply with 1. Here 0. Then multiply with 6. So these are the answers you are getting. Right? Here it was 5 actually. So 5 into 4, 20. And here 5 answer. Here 1. Similarly for this kind of question, here there is 3. Here there is minus 3. So 3p minus 3q. For the next one, what I will be getting? 6p plus 12q. Then add both of them. So 9p plus 9q. 9 is coming common. Alpha is equals to 9. If you are comfortable, then you will not even have to pick the pen. In the examination, what you will think? 4 will come out from here. 0 will come out from here. And here this is separate. So 4 will come out from here. So 4 into x square into y square. Into 0, this term would be gone. What about this one, sir? For this one, I remember, sir, 1 will come out. This is a homogeneous function. 1 will come out. So 1 into function sin r divided by its differentiation, that will become cos r. So 1 into tan r would be the answer. Tan r value is nothing but sin inverse, sorry, r value is nothing but, yes, sin inverse x square by y. So this will be the answer. Very easily I will be able to solve. This is a gate PYQ. Try solving it on your own. Z is given as a function of x plus ay plus phi x minus ay. Which of the following statements are true? Basically, we need to find out zxx, zyy. what we need to find out, zxx and zyy we need to find out. Z is this, x plus ay plus phi x minus ay. Differentiate with respect to x. So f dash x plus ay. Now differentiate this function with respect to x. Y will be constant. Multiply with 1. Then phi dash x minus ay. Differentiate this function with respect to x. Y will be constant. So differentiation of x will be 1 only. So what is the answer you are getting? Zx I am getting as f dash x plus ay plus phi dash x minus ay. Now again differentiate with respect to x. So here double differentiation. Do the differentiation of x plus ay. Y is constant, differentiation of x will be 1 only. Then double differentiation of x minus ay. That means again you have to differentiate with respect to x only. We are differentiating with respect to x. Y is a constant, so multiply with 1 only. So that means this is your zxx. This is the zxx we are getting. What about zyy? So what is your z? Z is f of x plus ay plus phi of x minus ay. Phi of x minus ay. Right? So differentiate with respect to y. So f dash x plus ay. Now differentiate with respect to y. So differentiation of x will be 0, differentiation of ay will be a, plus phi. Differentiation of this phi, that would be phi dash x minus ay. What will be the differentiation of x? That will be 0, differentiation of ay will be minus a. Right? So this is what you are getting. So a you can take common, f dash x plus ay minus phi dash x minus ay. This is your zy. Then do the differentiation again inside. Do the differentiation here. This will become x plus ay. Differentiation with respect to y we are doing. So x is a constant, differentiation with respect to y. So ay differentiation will be a only. Minus phi dash x minus ay. Differentiation with respect to y we are doing. So differentiation of x will be 0. Differentiation of minus ay will be minus a. So this will become minus a, this will become plus a. So a will come outside, this will become a square f double dash x plus ay. A I am taking outside, this minus sign will become plus. This actually become 5 double dash x minus ay. So this is your zyy. So what you are getting? Zyy is coming out to be a square. What is this? Nothing but zxx. There you go. This is the answer. Okay. This is the answer. Zyy is nothing but a square zxx. Zy is nothing but a square zxx. This is the answer. Simply differentiation. Simple differentiation is there. Zx I can calculate. F dash x plus ay. Differentiation of x plus ay where y is constant because we are doing the partial differentiation. So y is constant, so answer will be 1. Phi dash x minus ay. Differentiation of x minus ay where y is constant, multiply with 1. Then double differentiation I have to do again 1 1. This is the answer. Here with respect to y we need to do. So differentiation with respect to y we need to do. Differentiation with respect to y we need to do. So f dash x plus ay inside we need to differentiate. So here differentiation will be a. Here differentiation will be minus a. Again inside you have to differentiate. Again here differentiation will be again a. Here differentiation will be again minus a. So this will become a square. So zyy would be equals to a square zxx. Zyy would be equals to a square zxx. That's the answer. That's it. Understandable? Okay. So yeah, that's it as of now. This much is enough, I guess. We can take next thing in the next lecture. Okay. So more points are there. More points we are going to consider about a multivariable function. In this particular lecture, what we have studied about the basics of a multivariable function, and along with that we have seen about the partial differentiation. So more things we will study. Have some patience, and next lecture as well. I guess it will be of roughly around 2 hours. So that will also be based on multivariable functions only. I hope you are able to understand what is the meaning of a partial differentiation. Usually partial differentiation, people think that in 30-40 minutes just teach the Euler's theorem and job is done. But only Euler's theorem is not there in partial differentiation. Okay, partial differentiation is a separate thing. It is a separate topic. That's why only Euler's theorem can also have separate kind of levels, right? This is a separate kind of question, this is a separate kind of question, this is a separate kind of question. So separate kind of questions could be there. I hope you have built up a good problem solving technique. Understandable? I can give you another approach of solving this problem. Let's take another approach. Okay, let's take a exam approach. Exam approach, if nothing is clicking to me, let's just say partial differentiation is not even clicking to me, what I would do? What z is given as? Z is given as f of x plus ay plus phi of x minus ay. Phi of x minus ay. So basically what they want to say, that z is a function of x comma x and y. This is what they want to say. Basically z is a function of x plus ay and x minus ay. This is what they want to say. I will have to do that double differentiation. In the options I know that I will have to do the double differentiation. Can I assume this function z as x plus ay plus x minus ay? This is what I will assume. This is a function of x plus ay, no? And this is a function of x minus ay. So this is the simplest z I can assume. So what is z is coming out to be? Z is coming out to be 2x. But now looking at the option, I will not be able to conclude anything. Why is that so? Because when I do zx, I will get the value 2. When I do zy, I am already getting value 0. When I do zxx, I am getting value 0. Zyy is also 0. How will I compare now? Options I will not be able to compare. I will have to assume a function in a manner that these values, something good values I will be getting. Double differentiation should give me something good. Let's just say there is x. If I differentiate it one time, what I will be getting? 1. And I differentiate it again, what I am getting? 0. So double differentiation is giving me 0 if it is a linear function. But if it was x square, so first differentiation will give me 2x, second differentiation will give me 2. So after second differentiation, you are getting some constant value, no? So one non-linear function I need to take. What I mean to say is that I will assume my z in this manner. I hope like this is the approach that may click to you in the examination hall, because these kind of approaches I like a lot. Here this was simple mathematics, but what if in the examination hall something out of the box is coming? A lot of functions are coming. So how would I think that let's take x plus ay square here and let's take x minus ay. So is it a function of x plus ay? Absolutely. And is it a function of x minus ay? Absolutely. So yes, if this is a function, then I can proceed with my calculation now. Now for this function which I have assumed, I need to find out zx. Can I find out zx? Yes sir, you have to differentiate with respect to x. Or what you can do is that you can open it up, no? You can open it up. Z is coming out to be x square plus a square y square plus 2axy, x square plus a square y square plus 2axy plus x minus ay. This is what we can do. So now let's find out zx. What is zx? Zx is 2x. This will be constant gone plus 2ay. Differentiation of x will be 1 plus 1. Ay will be 0. Can I find out zxx? Yes sir. Differentiation again with respect to x. What is the value you are getting? 2. This function was there. You differentiated, partially differentiated with respect to x. 2x constant value 0. Here 2ay will be constant. Differentiation of x will be 1. Ay will be constant 0. Differentiation of x will be 1 only. So 2x plus 2ay plus 1. Again you need to partially differentiate. Differentiation of 2x will be 2, 0, 0. So what is the answer you are getting? Zxx I am getting as 2. Let's calculate zyy. So let's calculate zy. 0 here. Here what you will be getting? 2ay. Here what you will be getting? 2ax. Right? 2ay. 2ax will be common because it is constant. Differentiation of y will be 1. Differentiation of x will be 1. Differentiation of minus ay will be minus a. Zyy I need to do. Differentiation of y will be what? 2a, 0, 0. So this is what? Yeah, here it was 2a square y, no? 2a square y. A square is a constant value. Differentiation of y will be 2y. So it will be 2a square y. So 2a square y plus 2ax plus minus a. Now again you differentiate with respect to y. So they will be constant. They will be gone. Right? And what you will be left with? Only 2a square. And differentiation of y will be 1. So zyy is coming out to be 2a square. And directly from here, what I can conclude? that zyy is nothing but a square into 2. And what is 2? That is nothing but zxx. There you go, option matching. Exam approach. If I don't want to partially differentiate, this is what I will think in the examination. That let's make a non-linear or quadratic function, then find out zxx, find out zyy, get the relation. All I need to make sure is that it has to be a function of x plus ay, it has to be a function of x minus ay. So yes, it is a function of x minus ay, it is a function of x plus ay. Basically fx equals to x square. Is it a function of x? Yes. So similar thing I have done. No, x plus ay whole square I have put. Yes, it is a function of x plus ay, it is a function of x minus ay. Did the double differentiation, partially differentiation I have done. X is a constant when I am doing the differentiation with respect to y, and when I am doing the differentiation with respect to x, then y is constant. Find out the value, equate it, get the answer. Option B is the correct answer. So this is how also I can think. Okay, so thinking process we are building up, how to solve the problems in the examination hall, that also we are building up. We are looking at the concepts as well. But in this lecture, one thing I have asked you to remember, which is which one? Gz into this one, gz into gz dash minus 1, because here I am not giving you any derivation, any intuition, nothing I have given. Directly I have asked you to remember. Only thing which I am asking you to remember directly without any explanation. Is that clear to you? Without explanation I am asking you to remember. Okay, well and good. There would be some things like that in integration as well. If you feel like that, sir, I need some teacher who will give me explanation of everything, then try finding that teacher. You will come back to me only. Okay, because in this whole field, I'm sorry that I'm being arrogant, but in the whole field, the maximum explanation if anyone gives, that is me only. Like people will not even give half of this explanation. They will say, okay, this is the method, this is how you solve, this is the question, this is the theorem, solve it, this is how you solve it. But when I teach, one thing is there in my mind, that how the student would be studying it. Because I need to teach the student. No, my only job is not to teach, okay, this topic is done. That is not my job. My job is that how the student would retain the data. Will he be able to remember this much? So how much do you think you have to remember? Nothing. If you revise this whole lecture, no, you will realize very less thing we need to remember. Very, very less thing. And if we need to remember anything, then we have solved more than enough problems on that, and we have built up a problem solving technique as well. Like x into zx, y into zy. So do we have the technique? X into del by del x homogeneous function plus y into del by del y homogeneous function would be equals to n into homogeneous function. So yes, we have the technique. No, if we have to remember, we have the technique, right? Okay then, yeah, thank you very much. Happy learning. Let's meet in the next lecture.